Card Lions family, what's happening? It's Monday night and it's not a Marty party, but we do have a Marty party in the house. So everyone give Marty a shout out. Marty's going to be working on the behind the scenes clickety clacking tonight, modding for us. And I'm going to drive the little steamboat tonight. We're going to do some NFL breaks. I am very excited to be hanging out with all you guys. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Hope your August is off to a good start. It's already middle August for crying out loud. We're talking about back to school and all that craziness. But tonight, we don't need to worry about any of that. Tonight, as you can see on the screen, we've got 3 absolutely fun football breaks. We're going to be doing some more of those signature class blasters, which have been treating us so well. We're going to do 5 of those. And then we're going to do the player break of some Bo Jackson Tecmo Bowl. Take us all back to our NES and Super NES days. So we're going to get into that 5 double mega boxes of those on the player break. And then after that, we're going to switch gears back into the pick your team action for some 2022 Chronicles, which is always a fun rip because there are rookies, and even more rookies to be pulled out of there. So we're going to get plenty of those. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I am not only I'm excited for the products we're doing, especially the Bo Jackson. I'm not gonna lie, I've been just waiting to tear into those boxes just to see what it's like. I want to, I was at the National, but I couldn't even get close to too many of them without buying them. So it's my first chance personally to rip up some Bo Jackson. So I'm having fun with that. But I'm also super excited to see some of the names and faces, old and new, that we've got joining us tonight, including Angel. What's going on in the chat? Welcome in, man. It is always a pleasure when we see you joining us. For those of you popping in on eBay and YouTube, hop in that chat, have some fun, talk with us, let us know how you're doing. Marty and I are going to do our best to engage with you guys, have some fun, and we're going to see what kind of hits and trouble we can get into. I'm going to switch off our schedule. We do have, if you guys are interested as well on eBay, Marty got to have so much fun the other night with the $5 mystery wheel that I thought we'd do the same as well. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff from different packs of football cards, soccer cards, basketball cards. We've got some of our Card Lines mystery packs. I got a few of those dumplings. We got some Pokemon cards. We've got a couple like a sealed blaster and things like that. So definitely some prizes worth more than $5. But what we'll do throughout the night, and I might try 1 or 2 here as well to start, is if you guys want to have some fun, we'll do a starting bid of $5. If you hit that, win. You'll win a spin of the wheel, and you'll win whatever comes on the wheel. So while I'm getting everything set up for the break, I'm going to go ahead and run that. If you guys are interested, we'll start that again. $5 will get you a spin on the wheel, and there are sealed boxes. That could be one. We got Kenny's getting in on it. So I got to get our wheel up then. All right. I don't know why. I, I don't know why they're all set for 37 seconds. Oh, yeah, that is a long wheel. I'll have to see if I can update those. That's weird that it went to 37. I must have been doing something else and must have been double typing. Did that first one go through? We did. Angel takes it. Angel, thank you so much. So what I'm going to do, Angel, is I'm going to spin the wheel, and you're going to win whatever prize, hopefully a big one. Here we go. Angel, you won a small dumpling. So you won one of those guys. That's actually, they retail from anywhere to $6 to $10, depending on where you're getting it. So that's a win on the wheel. Your nephew or someone may be interested in that, or hey, maybe you're a dumpling collector. But congratulations and thanks for that one. And the good news is, all the prizes that get won will get removed, so the chances of winning the bigger prizes get better every time we spin. So Angel, congrats on your Dumpling. We'll put another one up. Words from the wise. You're nocturnal, ready to party for the night. Giving it to your daughter. That'll work. They're super popular, man. The kids love them. If they've got 10, they need 20 of them. If they got 20, they need 30 of them. They need every color and things like that, so you can never run out of these things. Kenny's in on it. Kenny, what's going on? All right, Kenny, thank you very much. And let's spin the wheel and see what you got going on tonight. Hey, you got a Card Lines mystery pack. Kenny, congratulations. You got a Card Lines mystery pack. That's definitely a win. We retail these from, depending on our website and things like that, about $8 to $10 a pack. So that's a win on there. A lot of times we list them for a little bit cheaper on the shows to get them out. So, but that is sweet nonetheless. So Kenny, let me know if you would like me to. I can take. First of all, I'm going to get that off there, and uh, if you want to give me a pop in the chat and let me know, I can rip it for you now, or I can leave it sealed and let you rip it later. Just let me know. Rip it. You got it. All right. These are the mystery packs. We've got Kendra Miller on the rookie Illusions, Moments in Time, Deshaun Jackson for the Eagles, Scary Terry. Hopefully, we get a lot of him and Bo Jackson today. We got Zach Charbonnet on the rookie Revolution. Russell Wilson on an optic. Kenny Pickett. We'll see plenty of this card in a couple of breaks tonight, probably. There's a Justin Fields for the Bears. We got Michael Vick from his Virginia Tech days. We got Patch, Malik Neighbors, rookie Patch. Kenny, there you go. That's not a bad hit for rookie Patch. What's up, Mr. Rage? We got Tyler Boyd. Chris Hogan on the Unparalleled Victorious. There's a Kayvon Thibodeau rookie. Chris Olave Select rookie. DeAndre Hopkins on the Topps Finest. Von Miller on the Topps Finest. A Ray Lewis Press Proof. And a Chase Brown Illusions rookie. So that's a heck of a pack. Well done, Kenny. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and put those back in there for you and put a sticky note on it for Marty to take care of it. Congratulations on that again. So we're gonna stick. We'll see. I don't want to get too far behind, but I'm pretty confident I can keep us on schedule tonight. So we'll run another one. See if you guys want to do that again. If you're just hopping in, welcome, welcome. We're doing $5 spins of the wheel, and you can fabulous prizes like dumplings, mystery packs. You can win different packs. We've got some Pokemon stuff in there, which is definitely gonna do better than $5. We've got a couple sealed boxes you can win on there. Angel says, I'll take another run. And I forgot I have these at 37 seconds. So the wait is over. Angel, you got this one at $5. Thank you very much. Let's bring our wheel back up and see what you get on this one. Rage, that's all right. We appreciate how much you've been able to join us, and everyone you can join us is great. So, Angel, you got a mix of an NBL and a Haunted Hoops pack. And I tell you, one of the things that I'm gonna do, Angel, is I'm gonna double the Haunted Hoops on there. So you got an NBL, two Haunted Hoops packs on that one. Do you want me to rip them or ship them to you, my man? Rip them, you got it. So let's hope for that Wemby in there. Or let's hope for one of those the black candy cane parallels. Either way would be sweet. And then an NBL, let's see if we can't get an autograph out of those packs. All right. So not a bad start for your Haunted Hoops. The Brandon Miller rookie is not a bad one there at all. Oops. We got Michael Porter Jr. on the orange parallel. Lugans Dort. Kente George, rookie. Mike Conley on the green slime, and Duncan Robinson. And then for your NBL pack, school and baseball mixing up. Gotcha, man. We got Derek Walton, Jalen Galloway, Angus Glover, and Kyle Bowens. We didn't get one of those NBL autographs, but some good stuff there. Angel, thanks for taking part in the wheel spin. Appreciate you, my man. And we'll do one more to see if anyone wants to get in on it, and then we will move along to our first break of the evening. We can do more wheel spins as well as the night goes on. Oh, you got that one, Marty? Sorry.
No, you're good.
All right, we got Kenny bidding on another spin. That mystery pack was a good one. I changed it, and apparently it went back to 37. I changed it to 9 seconds. So sorry you guys are waiting through that. Rookie mistakes, I tell you. Who put this guy behind the wheel? We got sirens going on outside. They're coming after me, guys. I gotta figure out how to fix this stuff real quick. All right, Kenny grabs it. Kenny, thank you again so much. Let me bring the wheel up, and let's see what you got, my friend. You got another card lines NFL pack. Kenny, you're killing it with that. You want me to rip it again? Or you want me to ship this one? Rage say we are ripping. Sorry, I just took the schedule off before. We'll put it back on again as we go. But we got some top signature class football. Then we got some Bo Jackson Tecmo Bowl we're going to be ripping. And then we're going to do some 2022 Chronicles. So, Kenny, here's your next pack. We've got Philip Dorsett on the Elite Rookie. There's a sweet Julian Edelman on the cloth border for Gridiron Kings. Deontay Johnson Prism Disco Orange. Got Tua on the red foil. And Andrew Luck, Piper. D Ford on the select Mojo rookie. Brandon Cooks rookie for the Saints. Your hit from the mystery pack is an autograph. How about a Mike Hughes draft tickets from the Saints? Or actually from Central Florida, not the Saints. And a bonus numbered card. How about Mark Bolger to 250? 182 to 250, Mark Bolger to go with the autograph. You got Tyler Irvin on the optic rated rookie. Marquise Lee on the Chromes rookie. Red parallel with Palomalo Lambert and TJ Watts. Ramondre Stevenson rookie on the Illusions. Larry Johnson power players. The Deuce, McAllister, Deuce is loose. And Tutu Atwell rookie. So, hey, Kenny, not bad again. Two very good mystery packs. You're hitting strong on the wheel with those. Angel's like, what's going on, Jeff? Here we go. All right, guys. All right. Well, I could do the wheel all night if you guys would keep going, but I did schedule breaks that you guys want to get into. So we'll do some more wheel spin fun throughout the night, but we've got 5 of these guys, and we'll do with the hit counter again 3 and 2. So let me bring up our teams and get on there. And I want to give a special shout out and a thank you as always to everyone who got spots in this. We got Scott with the Cardinals, John the Falcons, Brenda the Ravens, James A the Bills, Kenny's got the Panthers, James T the Bears, James A the Bengals, Chad's got the Browns, Kenny the Cowboys, William has the Broncos. There's empty box numero uno. We got John with the Lions, Jeffrey K with the Packers, James A with the Texans, and Jeffrey K with the Colts. Angels got the Jaguars, James A with the Chiefs, Salvador with the Raiders, Trevor the Chargers, Jeffrey K the Rams, Matt S has his Dolphins. We've got Douglas with the Vikings, William the Patriots, Jeffrey K the Saints, Brian the Giants, Frederick the Jets, Colleen the Eagles, Kenny's got the Steelers, Angel with the Niners, Lex has the Seahawks, the Buccos, and the Titans, and James A bringing it up to the end with the Washington Commanders. Guys, thank you very much and good luck on each and every one of those spots. And while I get into the packs from the first box, let's talk about that hit counter. For most of you, you guys know what's going on with this, but if you are new to the Card Lines family, well, first of all, welcome into the Card Lines family, and thank you for choosing to join us. We know you have lots of options, but you can play along. You do not have to be in the break. You don't have to be in any of the breaks tonight if you don't. If you aren't, it's okay. You can play along on the hit counter, and what you're going to do is you're going to tell us of the Jaguars, the Panthers, the Bears, and the Bengals, the predatory cats, if you will, which of those teams is going to get the most cards? Yeah, well, Angel, see, I'm saving. I didn't want to waste the wheel hits on you because I'm trying to pull you a nice 101 out of these guys. So we'll save the mojo for that. That's where we hide them, right? Yep. So you guys tell us of those four teams, who is going to get the most cards in this break, and then what the total of all four teams are together. So you're going to say Jaguars and 22, for example. And if the Jaguars are the ones that get the most cards, then you're going to get a leprechaun. And if you are correct on the number within one in either direction, you are also going to get a leprechaun as well. So there's two leprechauns up for grabs each break. With Marty behind the scenes, you never know what else could happen or could not happen. I'm not trying to make Marty do anything he doesn't want to do, but we've been known to play games and do trivia and whatever. Or sometimes the moderator just says, hey, someone's pretty cool, and we're going to give them a leprechaun. So the more you engage with us, the more you might motivate Marty to take care of you guys. So that is how you can get some leprechauns and play along. Again, no purchase is necessary to play on those. Rage Marty says hi. He can see you in the chat though. But Rage Marty says hi. Marty Rage says hi. Whatever. Um, so let's get the hit counter off, make those predictions, and I will give you guys ample opportunity to update them as we go. But let's get into it. We're going to start out with a little Drake London for the Falcons. First card going to John with Drake London. There's Jaden Reed for the pack. I do like these signature class. They continue to grow on me more and more. They're simple, but I just like them. There's Max Crosby. We got Alec Pierce with his new contracts. Baker Mayfield. Our first rookie is going to be Turner for the Bears on the yellow parallel. Then we got Wyatt Hilton, rookie for the Jaguars. There's a little Tua, still on the Dolphins. There's a nice Caleb Williams for the Bears. James, congratulations. Now we got Cortland Sutton for the Broncos. Our class icons, Will Johnson, second round rookie for the Arizona Cardinals. That one's going out to Scott. Scott, congratulations. And we got a clear. We don't get too many of these, Marty. Do you recall pulling too many of these guys? Couple of them. That's pretty sweet. The Patriots. William D. Congrats. Now that's not numbered, but that is, you do not pull these very easily. That is a sweet pull. Travion Henderson, rookie. Very, very cool. Congratulations, William. I feel like I've gotta have some fun with this. Where's our? Let's get a. That gets. Well, the disco ball is hidden. So we're gonna go. Is the fist bump coming? Where'd they all go? Oh, I gotta reset our screen, but the fireworks work, so we're gonna celebrate that. Then we've got Alfred Collins, rookie for the 49ers on the purple parallel. There's Colson Loveland for the Bears. King Henry, Devon Achane. There is Hopkins, Aiden Hutchinson. Then we got class action for the Cowboys, George Pickens. So, Chad, how about them Cowboys? Sounds good, Rage. We'll see you again in a little bit. Love to see those predictions coming in, guys. Thanks so much. Hey, Robert, welcome in. Sorry, I was messing up the chat there, but yes, we are definitely going to do some more $5 wheels. We did a couple earlier. I wanted to get into the break and make sure I stayed on time, but I do intend to do some more wheels if you're interested later on. There's Njoku on the yellow parallel. There's Brady Cook rookie. The Patriots going strong here with a Drake May. Xavier Worthy. There's Josh Jacobs for the Pack. CeeDee Lamb. We've got a chrome of Cam Scadaboo. So congratulations to the Giants, Brian. That's the type of stuff we're wanting to pull. A chrome Scadaboo. There's Jalen Ramsey on the rookie or the parallel for the Steelers. Tyreek Williams for the Lions. Surtain. Joe Mixon, A.J. Brown. Calvin Ridley. A Sunday showcase of Sam Darnold for the Seahawks. Lex, congratulations. There's Malachi Starks on the yellow rookie for the Ravens. Jaden Blue for the Cowboys. We got JT for the Colts. Joe Buckets for the Bengals. Kyler Murray. Javonte Williams. Another sweet, sweet parallel of Drake London for the Falcons. Congratulations to John G on that one. Oh, what's going on, Leo? Welcome in. Hope you had a good practice. Terrence Ferguson's a nice rookie there for the Rams. And then we got White's rookie for the Seahawks. So we are one box in, and I did not do the hit counter at all. So let's let's recap that. We got a couple Bears. So the Caleb Williams was a Bear. We'll get back in the swing of things. Jaguars, Panthers, Bengals. Bengals, we got Burrow. Jaguars, Panthers. All right, so Burrow and the Bengals got one. We go to two. Bears go to another one and another one. So we've got the Bears at three. We've got the Bengals at one, and the Jaguars and Panthers have not come up yet, and I will stay on top of that. Now, boy, I'm out of practice. Gotta kick this rust off. Marty's just shaking his head at me. I can see it through the partition, just shaking his fist at me. Messing up the Marty party. Well, we've got four after our first box. There was a Jags card? Well, I just went through them all, and I did not see a Jaguar. There's a Jaguar coming up. But there was not a Jaguar earlier, though. It must have been, maybe you were thinking of the Dolphins card that came across. Here is box 2. And we've got Marvin Harrison Jr., George Kittle, Geno. There's Cooper Kupp, James Cook, one of my favorite running backs in the league. Ricky Pearsall on the parallel. For the Dolphins, nice rookie there. We got Sauce Gardner, Devontae Adams. The Bears going to continue to roll with a DJ Moore. So the Bears right now go up 4-1 on the hit counter. We've got Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant on the class icons. So when we do Bo Jackson later, I wonder how he felt about it. The first pack, you say, huh? All right, well. That was a Dolphin. That was a Colt. There was no Jaguar in the first pack. There's a Seahawk. Dolphin. Oh, Jaguar. There it is. All right, you guys were right. Thank you very much. There we go. All right. Anyways, Brock Purdy in Bo Jackson is called Mr. Irrelevant, and I wonder how he feels about that. Of all the other names they got, they gave him Mr. Irrelevant. There's a Monroe St. Brown on the chrome. Jalen Milroe for the Seahawks. Ashton Genty, nice one for the Raiders spots, Salvador. Then we got Tila for the Jaguars. The Jaguars are going to go to 2. We have not seen a Panther yet. There's Roma Dunze. The Bears are going to go to 5. Michael Penix Jr., Brock Purdy again. And we've got a nice red parallel, Josh Allen. On the winning starts here for the Bills, James A. Congratulations. The Vikings, there is Ty Felton, rookie. There's Jack Sawyer for the Steelers. Ricky Pearsall, Brees Hall, Malik Neighbors, Brock Bowers. We got Garrett Wilson on the chrome for the Jets, and Matthew Stafford on the purple parallel for the Rams. Congrats, Jeffrey K. The Eagles, there's rookie Highland. And Saquon Barkley for the Eagles, Tony Pollard. Njoku, Tyreek Hill. And we got a Paramount pairings with Warner and Bosa, bro. There's Tyreek Hill on the parallel. There's Kennard for the rookie for the Chargers. Keon Coleman, Trey McBride, Jahmyr Gibbs, Quentin Johnson. A sweet Tyler Shuck, the pick for the Saints. Congrats to Jeffrey K on that one. What's up, Rage? Welcome back. For the Steelers, Harmon on the rookie, and Walter Nolan for the Cardinals on the rookie. So we're getting into box number 3 now. We've got the Jaguars to 2. Even though I tried to count them and you all said we didn't get a Jaguar early on. We haven't had a Panther yet. We've got 5 Bears and we've got 1 Bango. So after we do this box and I start to rip boxes 4 and 5 is when you guys will need to lock in your hit counter predictions. And while you guys are at it, at some point tonight, especially if you're watching us on YouTube, if you haven't found your way to that subscribe button yet, please do so. We are approaching that 7,000 mark. And as I've said earlier, my goal here by the end of the year is I want to get over that 10,000. And the only way we can do that is to have everyone who's watching us subscribe and then share with your friends. Hey, these guys are a fun time. You should check them out and share the link to as many people as you can. That would be awesome. We appreciate that. Rage, I appreciate you. Love it. All right, so let me get to box 3. There is Jared Judy for the Browns. There's a Jaguar Brian Thomas Jr. So we're working now. We got all cylinders firing. Jaguars up to 3. There's Jalen Waddle, TJ Watt for the Steelers. Paramount pairings. How about a little Drake May, Christian Gonzalez for the Patriots? William, the Patriots. Not a ton of cards so far, but everyone coming through has been a good one for the Patriots. There is Ollie Gordon, rookie for the Dolphins for Matt. We've got Winston Jr. for the Titans. J-Jets for the Vikes. Aaron Rodgers. Deebo Samuel going back to the Niners. We got a numbered card on the purple for the Texans. How about Nico Collins? That is 84 out of 100. I know we got a rule that it's got to be an under 100, but I set that rule, so I get to break it. Because we're doing fireworks 400. Congratulations to the Texans, James A. Nico Collins, 84 out of 100 on the purple parallel. And then look at that, A.J. Brown on the class icons. He's going to probably show up early and often in the Bo Jackson next break as the Braun. The Patriots going to get a nice one. Kyle Williams, rookie. There's Pat Bryant, rookie for the Broncos. And the Bengals. Joe Burrow's got to throw to someone. How about Jamar Chase? The Bengals go to 2. Still no Panther yet, unless I've missed one of those, but still no Panthers. Lamar Jackson. There's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jordan Love. And we got Cam Ward on the class action starts here. So who gets to read all the names in the next break? Well, I've got it abbreviated to go through. We can't fit over 100 names on there, but I hope anyone that has a spot, I think I got at least your name on there recognized to go through on there. But it's a lot of them. There's Brees Hall. There's Dylan Sampson, rookie. Run CMC for the Niners. JSN, JJ McCarthy, CJ Stroud. We got Kyle Mullings on the Chrome rookie for the Titans. And there's a Jaguar Etienne Jr. on the purple parallel. So the Jaguars go to 4. We're up to 11 total. There's a Seahawk, Zabel on the rookie. There's a Bengal T. Higgins, another Joe Burrow target. The Bengals go to 3. Travis Kelce, Alvin Kamara, Jaden Daniels, and how about a Bo Nix Sunday showcase for the Broncos? William D. Congrats. We got Kobe Bryant for the Falcons. Smith for the Chiefs. There's Dak Prescott. How about a Patty Mahomes for the Chiefs? Jalen Hurts. Look at that quarterback run. Another one, Jared Goff. Wow, what a good quarterback run we had there. Brock Bowers on the total yards, 1874. That's a sweet parallel. And we got the Seahawks with Emin Worry on the rookie and a 49ers rookie, Michael Williams. Okay, my friends, so you guys got, a lot of you got predictions in, and now it is time for you to make your decisions on where you want to lock them in as I get open boxes. Yeah, no Panthers. Since you have them, Kenny. See, Kenny, we wasted, as Angel called out, we wasted a little bit of your mojo on those mystery packs. Where Angel, we're saving them for something we're going to hit for him. But we still have 2 boxes left, so I got a feeling there's a nice Tet McMillan parallel, maybe even a numbered or an auto in here for you to make up for that mojo. We got 2 boxes left and 3 breaks tonight, so hopefully when all is said and done, we'll have you taken care of. But when we put them on the hit counter and they don't show up, it never feels great. So as we get into boxes 4 and 5, you guys lock in your predictions. Which team? I would say right now, if you're not on the Jaguars or Bears, you're going to want to get on the Jaguars or Bears. And we had 12 through 3. So that's probably good. There is a Panther. Actually, Marty, as you go through it, I think we might have gotten a Princely Human Urine. Oh, that was the Seahawk. Never mind. It was Emin Worry, not Human Urine. But we have a Panther coming up for you, Kenny. So there we go. But I would guess you guys probably want to be somewhere around 17 to 20 for your prediction. If you haven't switched it yet, or if you don't want to switch it, that's fine too. Lock in those predictions. We're going to have Marty give you guys about 10 to 15 seconds, and then we'll go from there. If we don't get a Panthers, it gives them. Well, unfortunately, we don't really do that. But Rage, what most of our customers that have been with us long enough know, if you get skunked, we do some form of skunk pack. Whether we give you a sealed pack or we have some pre-made team packs up, where we've got some different cards for teams or some random cards or things like that, or if I have random, patches or things like that, we usually throw something in. So our goal is no one ever really gets skunked. But obviously we can't be in business on these other things to refund everyone who doesn't get everything they want. So most of the time we don't refund that, but it is a valid question. So lock those in. Marty, close them up. And here we go. There's George Pickens, Lad McConkey. We've got Stefan Diggs, Ty Felton. Well, I appreciate that compliment more than you know. That's a big name. So if people are complimenting us over some of the bigger breakers, we'll take that. And for Tennessee, how about a class icons, Cam Wards? We got 2 Cam Wards for Lex. Lex, congrats. We got Jalen Walker and Damian Martinez. There's another nice Josh Allen. Garrett Wilson, of course, Lex. Terry McLaurin. Chuba Hubbard. That's what a Panther looks like. So the Panthers are on the board. Are we going to get a Panther run now that I told you guys not to go near them? Jordan Love on the class action. What a cool parallel those are. I like the color match class action cards. That's a cool one. Congrats to Jeffrey K on that one. There's Hutchinson on the yellow parallel. We got Jalen Lane for the Commanders. Sam Darnold. Puka Nakua. Bo Nix. Miles Garrett. Kennard again for the Chrome rookie for the Chargers. There's Isaac Tesla for the Lions. Nice one there for John. There's a Jaguar, another Etienne Jr. So the Jaguars have tied up the Bears. The Bears have gone silent since the first box. They went out to a huge lead. There's Jalen Waddle, TJ Watt again, Mike Evans. How about a Jaden Daniels, little JD5 on the Sunday showcase for James A. James, congrats. For the Texans, we've got Woody Marks on the rookie parallel. And there's Princely Human Urine there. So there he is for the Panthers. The Panthers now are at 2, and we're up to 15. There's J-Jets again, Aaron Rodgers, Debo Samuel, Jerry Jeudy. Another one of our parallels for Keon Coleman for the Bills. Congratulations to James A. on the Bills spot. I like these guys. Nice looking cards. For the Cowboys, that's Ezraku on the rookie parallel. And Ty Robinson for the Eagles. There's CJ Stroud. We got Jamar Chase doubling up. The Bengals go to 4. We're at 16. Lamar Jackson, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jordan Love for the Pack. For the parallel, D-Hop for the Ravens. And then for the Titans, it is Eric Iomanar on the rookie. And we're down to our last box. You thought of Minnesota. Max isn't here. We got Marty behind the screens, Robert. But you thought that we had a Vikings card that was numbered? Oh! You are on your game, my friend. Thank you. Ty Felton to 275. I know you guys are on it. Great call, Robert. Thank you. 275. My apologies, Douglas, to the Viking spot for missing that one. We got to take care of those. 78 out of 275 on the Ty Felton. Nice peepers on that one, Robert. There's Cortland Sutton, Drake London, Jaden Reed, Max Crosby. The pick is in, J.J. McCarthy. At this point, these are such a cool parallel. At this point, I feel like I'm wasting a top loader, but it's a sweet parallel. So, Douglas, you're getting that. And that's for my mistake on missing the other one. We'll make up for it. Devin Neal for the Saints. And then there is Savion Williams for the Packers. We got an offer for your Bryce there. Alec Pierce, Baker Mayfield, Keon Coleman, Trey McBride. You got Brock Purdy on the Sunday showcase. There, the Bears regain the lead. Rome puts them to 6. We're at 17. And they got a couple people on the board, I think, for Leprechauns. There's Jade Barron for the Broncos. What did you say? Hey, I think we're good on the hit counter. Yep. All right. Jameer Gibbs, Quentin Johnson, Saquon Barkley, Tony Pollard. We got Myles Garrett on the chrome. Bijan Robinson. And we've got rookie for the Giants. David Njoku, Tyreek Hill, Ricky Pearsall. We got Brees Hall, Drake London again for the Falcons. John. Dylan Gabriel for the Browns. Congrats, Chad, on that one. And Trey Amos for the Commanders. The Browns training camp should be very interesting to see who comes out of there. There's Malik Neighbors, Brock Bowers. We got Trevor Lawrence for the Jaguars. The Jaguars tie it back up at 6. We go to 18. There is Roquan Smith on the class icons for the Bears. And that's going to put the Bears back up in the lead by themselves. 7. Jalen Waddle on the chrome for the Dolphins. There's Paul rookie for the Rams. And there's a Panther. Parsons rookie for the Panthers puts the Panthers up to 3. And we're at 20 on the hit counter. And that got a lot of people into Leprechaun territory. The Bears, how about another roam? The Bears go to 8 now. Open up a little bit of lead, 21 on our last pack. Michael Penix. There's Brock Purdy. We've got Sauce Gardner, Devonta Adams. Michael Penix Jr. on the parallel. And Jordan James, rookie for the Niners, is our last card of the break. So congratulations for all of our hits on those. We've got our hit counter. We ended up at 21 with the Bears, taking it with 8. So for those of you that picked the Bears, you guys got a leprechaun, which was Robert, Kaz, Matt, JT, Andrew, Parsons, and House of Cards. Guys, congrats, you guys all. I think House of Cards, that's John, right? You guys all got leprechauns for the Bears. And then 19, 20, or 21 would have got you leprechauns. So Kenny, Kaz, Angel, Matt, JT, Andrew, DC, and John, you guys all got leprechauns as well. So Marty's going to have a lot to mark down that one, as you guys got a lot of leprechauns. So congratulations. And let's do a recap of what we got in the break. We did get some other good stuff like the Caleb Williams and things, the JJ McCarthy parallel. The Ty Felton was the 275, Keon Coleman. Sunday Showcase, Jaden Daniels. Cam Ward, Showcase, Bo Nix. Another Cam Ward rookie, A.J. Brown, class icons. Nico was to 100 for the Texans. The Paramount pairings with Drake May. Tyler Shuck on the pick is in. Josh Allen on the color match class action. Ashton Genty, Brock Purdy class icons. Drake London, Cam Scattaboo, George Pickens, the really sweet, clear Travion Henderson, and Will Johnson on the class icons rookie. Plus lots of nice colored parallels and some really good stuff coming out of that break. Again, congratulations to everyone who got hits in that break. Thank you guys all so very much for participating in that break. I'm just sliding over our Tecmo Bowl and our Chronicles as we get to our schedule. We will see we're pretty much on time. I'm a minute or two behind, and that's okay. We're going to get into our Bo Jackson. We've got 5 of these guys that we're ripping. Our 5 double megas. I've been so excited to get after these with you guys. It's going to be a ton of fun. I gave us about an hour and 15 for these. From a card perspective, that should be more than enough time. probably too much time. But I thought we'll probably end up going through it a little bit slower, having some fun with them. And also, then it gives us some time to do some wheel spins if you guys are interested in grabbing a shot at that. So once we finish Tecmo Bowl, then we're going to get into two of those cellos of the 2022 Chronicles, probably around 10 p.m. Central Time, maybe a little earlier, depending on how quickly we get through Bo Jackson. So what we will do is I will bring back up, actually before I do it, I'm going to edit and make sure it saves. We're not doing 37 seconds anymore. We're doing 10 seconds. And let me just do a couple of them so I get them going. And how it's going to work again, if you guys missed from the start, it's very similar to what Marty did the other night. We are going to we're going to run an auction, and you're going to bid starting bid of $5. You can bid up if you choose. And whoever wins the bid at $5 or more is then going to get a spin of the wheel. And whatever the wheel lands on, that is what you are going to get. So we're going to throw that up. There we go. So the $5 bid is going to get you that. Kenny's in on the bid. He's gotten 2 NFL mystery packs so far and done quite well in them. So Kenny's going after another one. We'll see. I think I only put 5 mystery packs on there. So if you sweep them all, that would be crazy. Let's bring our spinner up. There we go. All right, so Kenny, here we go. Thank you once again. And here comes the spin. 2 Pokemon McDonald's packs. So some might say that might be a wah wah wah, but a little known secret to those. I don't know if you're a Pokemon fan or not, Kenny, but these, weirdly enough, the boxes are more collectible than the cards inside. I've seen people selling the boxes alone for $3 a piece if it's a certain character, if you have the whole set, then a little more. But inside each one of these is 4 Pokemon cards. They're promo cards, but you can get Pikachus and Charizards and things like that. So your wheel spin, you got these 2 guys, and thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to ship those. I'm going to keep those sealed up so you can do whatever you choose to do with those once you get them. But that's actually a sneaky good win on there. Those can be worth a little more than they show. All right, so we're going to bring our spinner back up. And let's see if you guys want to do another wheel spin. Angel's like, I'm gonna get one of those mystery packs. He's feeling it. All right, Angel, thanks so much. You got a dumpling before, and then some basketball packs. Let's see what you get on this one. Hey, Angel, you got one of the card lines packs. There you go. Congratulations. Would you like me to rip or ship, my friend? Rip it. You got it. All right, Angel, here we go. Your starting card is Andrew Booth. Oh, right now all you're seeing is the spin and the bottom of the card. So let's get that out. There we go. Hey, Artistic Joker, welcome in. Great to have you. We're having a little fun in between breaks right now, doing some mystery wheel spins, and then we're going to be getting into some Tecmo Bowl break here in a sec. There's Andrew Booth from the Vikings Mosaic. Kellen Mond from the Vikings on the rookie Gridiron Kings. There's a Dandre Hopkins Finest. There's a Derek Carr on the Finest Refractor Hyper. That's not a bad one there. Rashawn Slater on the top 100 for the Chargers. Kyle Hamilton rookie, not bad at all. We got Harold Landry rookie for the Titans on the Unparalleled. And Amon-Ra St. Brown. You got a numbered card of Willie Reed for the Steelers. That's 1130 to 1299. A Lamont Jordan patch as well for the Raiders. Pretty sweet looking patch there. And that Angel is out of 45. 4 out of 45 on the Lamont Jordan patch. Not too bad at all, my friend. 4 out of 45 on the patch. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade from the sleeve to a top loader to ship this to you. 4 out of 45. And then we got more in the pack left. Derek Stingley, rookie. Jerome Ford, rookie mosaic. Javarius Allen on the die cut for the Ravens, Topps Finest. Patrick Surtain, mosaic, silver. Von Miller on the optic, silver. Jaleel McLaughlin, Rickley, and a huddle up for the Bears. Not a bad pack there, Angel. Nice work, my friend. Thank you for grabbing that pack, and a great pack it was. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll throw another wheel spin up if you guys want to grab one. And Robert gets in on the action. All right. Thank you, sir. Let me get the wheel back up there. And Robert, here we go. Oh, Robert, I don't think, remind me if you have spots tonight. Otherwise, if you don't have spots tonight, then I will make sure I save this. And so you would get whoever wins. I think I put in the wheel like 3 of these. So if you want free shipping, we would refund your shipping for tonight. So you don't have any spots for tonight. So the next time you're in, we'll refund your shipping. And then, of course, right now, then for this transaction, you had to make that initial $5.99 shipping. Well, if we don't have anything else to ship for you, we won't send that to you. We'll obviously refund you that as well. So I'm making that note though, Robert. The next time you're in the breaks or with us, or if you end up getting anything tonight, then your shipping is on us. So congratulations, Joker, Artistic Joker. To do the wheel, unfortunately, you do need to be in our eBay stream to make the bids, because we run the bidding off of eBay. We do multi-stream in YouTube or eBay, but to be able to play the wheel, you do have to be on eBay. So if you go to eBay Live and you search Cardlines Breaks, you can find us. Marty isn't the biggest fan of that, but if Marty can copy the link and send it to you in the chat, we'll have him do that as well. But you bet. Is that ageism? That's not ageism. It's just Martyism. All right, we'll throw another wheel spin up if you guys are interested. So again, Robert says, well, I'll get another one then. All right, so Robert, you are in on another one. Thank you very much. So, so you've got free shipping on whatever you win tonight along the way. Let's spin the wheel and see. Now, if you win another one of the free shipping, we'll just have to spin it again. Oh, you got to spin again. That's going to remove that on there. And the wheel, the spots on the wheel are getting bigger by the minutes. So yeah, you get free shipping tonight. So you got a Prism Euro and an NBL pack. So I got to find where I put those guys. All right. So that win gets you, and let me know if you want me to rip or ship them to you, Robert. I can keep them sealed or I can rip them for you. So far, the popular consensus is to rip. We got the NBL Chrome pack, and then again, the beauty of these guys is that Wemby and Luka are in here. So obviously, we're not guaranteed to get them in a pack, but Wemby and Luka have cards in this set. Ship them? You bet. All right. All right. And again, we're shipping them for free for you. So congrats on that win. That was a good win. All right, let me edit. We'll do a couple more spins. If you guys are interested, we'll keep rocking the spins. Again, for those of you who are joining us for the Tecmo Bowl break, I did give us an hour and 15 minutes to get through that. So we're technically a little bit behind the start time, but I think we should be well on time with everything there. So I'll run one or two more spins. Then we'll get into that. We'll have some fun, and then we can possibly do some more spins again afterwards. Oh, we're getting some more interest in it. I love it. See if we can get this wheel game to pick up. The beauty of it is the more we do this and the more you guys play along with us, we'll start making the prize bigger and the prize is bigger and better in each one of them as well, which is pretty sweet. So Robert says, "Hey man, I'm in on this thing with shipping. Let me get your spinner back up here, Roberts, and we'll spin it." Herman Edwards 101. So that, I don't know, depending on what type of collector you are, that is definitely a great win on a spin wheel. Let me get the spinner off there. So it is a Herman Edwards, the old Jets star and coach, of course. The 101 Pro Set pre-production proof. So that's pretty cool. Congratulations. Yes, Buccaneers old coach. You're right, Rob. I was trying to figure out what you're saying. It doesn't matter, but I don't know if did I miss something. Robert, if I sorry if I missed something from you in there. Great to have you in. All right. So we'll run. I'll throw another wheel up there. 10 boxes of top signature. I'm sorry. What was? I'm not. Rob, I'm lost on what we're talking about. All right. We've got the wheel spin. Robert goes again. Oh, on the schedule? Yeah, Rob, it's just a typo on the schedule. Everything was, we did what the break was. 2 hockey packs. Robert, if I remember correctly, I think you're a hockey fan. And you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to have some fun with it. I'm going to make it a third. Oh, you know, the see, Rob's got me all thrown off. I didn't even have the spinner up there. Robert, you got 2 hockey packs, and I'm upgrading your prize as an extra thank you to a third hockey pack. So, Robert, again, let me know. Rip or ship on those? Yeah, might as well take advantage of that, right? You want me to ship these as well? Shipping, you bet. All right. So keeping them sealed, throwing them with your pile, and I'm going to put one more wheel spin up for now. And then, of course, again, as we go on through the night, we will do some more wheel spins. There are other great prizes up there, including some sealed stuff. Another blaster boxes to win. Rage is back. What's going on, Rage? Dolphins going 15-2. That's a heck of a prediction on that. We're closed there. Parsons, congrats. Thank you very much for joining in and grabbing that one. Let's spin your wheel, DC, and see what we get. A large dumpling. So there you go. You got I don't know why I laughed. This is actually a good win because these are like 10 to 15 bucks on where you get them. So for 5 bucks, it's a great gift for a loved one. It's a great gift for yourself if you're keeping it, or you can turn around with this sealed and probably sell it to someone else and double your money up on it right there. So congratulations on the dumpling win. I know it's not sports cards per se, but that's actually monetarily a good win. So we're going to ship that out to you. We appreciate you on that one. And again, I could do the wheels all night, but I am about 15 minutes late to starting the break. So I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, there you go. You can sell it and buy sports cards with it. Rage knows what's up. So let's get to our team list, which is going to look a little funky for this one. What I tried to do was catch most of the what we would consider some of the bigger names or more important names in here and who has them. And I tried to make sure that everyone who has a player, because we did this as a pick your player break, everyone who had a player in this, I hopefully captured your name at least once on there. So Spencer, thanks so much. Good luck. You're rocking with Mahomes and Genty. A couple of good ones there. John, among other things, is rocking with Stafford, Scattaboo, CMC, Hunter, Montana. Brian Y with Dart. Ward and Tet is our first empty box. And you do get these kind of promo cards that tell you the type of parallels you're looking for. And what I'm going to do is we've got 5 boxes total. I'm going to get the packs out for 3 boxes. And then we're going to do a hit counter again as well. So then we got Todd with JSN, Ken with Puka, and I do want to give a shout out. We've got a couple different Kens. Ken P on this one, a shout out. Ken was very, very helpful with me. I was a little bit of a noob in listing this player break and the checklist with Bo Jackson. So Ken pointed out some very important things that we missed, which help us get them on there and help you guys get some of those spots. So Ken, thank you very much. Good luck with Puka. Hampton with Kenny, Jonathan with Hertz. Angel's got Bo, Brady, the gameplay and hot dog cards. And what we're hoping for there, Angel, is lots of quantity, but also hopefully some of the foils of those, because from what I understand, the hot dog foils and things are more short printed and valuable. So there's 3 of the 5 boxes. We've got James with Flipper, Walt with Monk, Jason with Moon. Matthew's got Golden and Moss. We got Kelsey and Gronk going to Brett, Smith and a Chain to Matt. Scott's got Magic and Butler and a few other ones. Lex with Barkley, Scary Terry Bryan, Trevor, Hampton, and Andrew with Reggie and Luke. Now, many of you guys had more than what I had on there, but there's only so much space, so I didn't put all the names on there. But thank you guys for grabbing all of the players, and good luck. I hope we pull some great stuff for all you guys. I've watched a little bit on here, so I know a lot of the names. There's probably going to be a few that I don't know, so we're going to fumble through them all together and see who we get them on there. We don't have any unclaimed players in this one, crazy enough. And if we do get something that is like unplanned for in the checklist, what we always do, our policy on those is that we will randomize, auction them off in the form of a leprechaun race. So if there's something that were to come up that we didn't have a spot for, that's how we would work that. If and when we ever have spots that go unsold or unclaimed, if you will, on those we usually then will sell them before we start the break. But fortunately, and many thank you to all of you guys, all of the player spots at least got an opening bid, so they all sold. So we appreciate that. So we're going to get 160 cards per box. There was 2 versions of the double megas. There was the release day double version where you get 161 cards because there was a special release day promotional card These are not the first release day promos. These were Dick's Sporting Goods, tried and true. So we're only getting 160 cards on these. But hopefully we get lots of variety and value in these players. I've been excited about these. I wasn't sure how I felt about them, but I think they're doing a good job of really pushing this out there and competing with Tops and Fanatics. I like that they're, taking players and they're doing things like the Rookie Shield and First Edition. So that's pretty cool. So if you guys are looking for other breaks, or if we run these in the future, you'll notice that some of the guys are First Edition, and if guys have been in the Bo Jackson set already, then they're not First Edition. So I opened the whole pack and I didn't talk about the hit counter. So let me pull up the hit counter, and I'll go ahead and I'll just get a second box open while we do that, and then we'll go through them. And so what we're doing on the hit counter is a couple of pairings. We'll see how this goes. I've watched a number of breaks on here to kind of see what to expect. What I noticed were that the boxes, if it was multiple boxes being ripped, that there was oftentimes a couple of players that came out more heavy than others. So we'll see if we experience that tonight. And we'll hope that it's some of these 8 guys. So the first one is going to be, if we pull any Joe Montana, which he is Joe Cool in this set. Don't be confused with Joe Burrow being Joe Cool. Joe Montana is Joe Cool. And Tom Brady. The second pairing is Christian McCaffrey, which is something McKnife, something like that, like a all-purpose knife, and Emmett Smith, who I haven't seen yet, so I forget what his name is in here. Hopefully we'll find out. Ripping him. Then we got Magic and Rippin'. I just wanted to put Don Mikowski in the hit counter. I think it's so cool that he's in the checklist as the Magic Man. His cards are super cool in this. I don't know if him and Bo Jackson are friends, but with all the guys out there, he got one of the coolest names and card likenesses. So Don Mikowski and then Mark Rippin are together in this. And then the fourth pairing is Cam Ward, and it's Hampton as in Omarion Hampton, not Rodney Hampton. I suppose I should say I was gonna say I reserve the right to change that if we're not getting Omarion Hampton, but I better not do that. We'll stick with it. The intent was Omarion Hampton. Rodney Hampton, the old Giants running back, number 27, he is in this checklist as well. But if he comes up, he doesn't count on that one. That's Omarion Hampton, who is the hammer in the checklist for the Chargers. So you guys tell us which of those pairings we're going to get the most cards of, as well as what the total of all 4 of those spots combined is going to be. If you get the player pairing correct, you're going to get a leprechaun, just like, 15, 16 of you did in the last break. And if you get within 1 in either direction of the total number of all 4 spots, you're going to get a leprechaun as well. So get those guesses in. Again, you don't have to be in this break or any breaks tonight for that matter. If you are generous enough with your time to be watching us, you can play along on the hit counter. So as we go through, what you guys are going to see, and I'll bring that back up again as we go through each box, but we're going to see we've got our base cards, and then we're going to have some parallels, and we've got a lot, usually like 2 or 3 of the play cards and a hot dog card in each one. So the gameplay and hot dog spot was definitely a good one to get, because you're going to get volume, and of course we're looking for foils in those. So this is our first look at the cards. This one is Deebo Samuel. That's who Friday is. And he's first edition in here. So congratulations. I forget who had the Deebo spot on there. Deebo was, I believe, Scott J. And you got the Tecmo Bowl behind there. Pretty cool. 95 power. So in the gameplay part, you obviously want guys with more power. The parallels are going to have more power. And there's different ways that you can use and yield that power. So there's Friday, Deebo Samuel. McMillan, that is Tet McMillan on the rookie card. So you see we've got the rookie shield in there. And it's McVillan, actually, not McMillan. McVillan. So congratulations to the Tet Spot, Brian. That is a Ted McMillan rookie card. And so here's one of the fire parallels. Devalta is Devonta Smith. So you can get the fire parallels and the ice parallels. So congrats to the Devonta Smith spot. Phoenix on the Tecmo Bowl. That is Bo Nix Phoenix. Bo Nix. Angel, congrats on your Bo Nix. He's 120 power on there. And we've got a Cam Scatterbo on the rookie card. So congrats to the Cam Scatterbo spot, John. And then we're going to get like one of these special parallels per pack. A lot of them are going to be this foil helmet. So that is pretty cool. That is Warp. And Marty, that's going to be the first one I might need a little help on who Warp is. Whoa, I should have known that. Lamar Jackson, congratulations to the Lamar Jackson spot on the helmet parallel. It's got the, looks like he's breaking through the helmet with the old 8-bit things. This is a pretty cool parallel. Some of these can be numbered as well. That one is not. So Angel, and here we've got a couple. We got Lucky Shots, Smitty, um, Brothers in Arms is worth 2 hot dogs, and then Steamer Stan on the top. Those are fun cards. Congrats, Angel, on those. There is Shrouded. That's CJ Shrouded, the Texans. And there is that Magic Man. So Don Makowski, look at that card. And Magic Man is going to be our first one on the hit counter. Magic and Rippin' go to 1. And then we've got Mod, and I believe Mod is Reggie White. So congrats to the Reggie White spot. Sweet Mod 125 power there, Reggie White. We've got Ashton Genty, who's got a rookie shield on Genetic. So congratulations to the Genty spot, Spencer. And I will pick up the pace as we go through the next boxes, but I'm just kind of enjoying going through these and showing you guys what they're like. I don't know how much you guys have seen them for the night, but lots of fun. Rage, have a good night. So there's Moose, first edition. That's Daryl Johnston. Moose. And we got Quads, first edition on. So that's the goal line parallel. And Quads, I'm pretty sure, is Saquon Barkley. I want to say A.J. Dillon, the old Packer running back, but that's not who it is. Unless it is, but I'm pretty sure that is Saquon Barkley on the end zone. And then we got Smitty with 2 again, Bench Scout, Scare Tactics, and you got Bozart, Angel. We got Hot Sauce, that's Sauce Gardner, he's a first edition. There's Quads again. Yes, that is Saquon Barkley. You can see it much clearer with the 26. So Quads is first edition. And then you got Scary Terry on the fire parallel, Terry McLaurin. Congrats to the Terry McLaurin spots. Joe Cool, that is Joe Montana. First edition. We are in the first box, yes. Montana and Brady on the hit counter. Get one. Youngblood is Bryce Young on the red parallel. The Muffin Man is Baker Mayfield, and that is a battle foil, is what these ones are called. So congratulations to the Baker Mayfield spot on the battle foil. We got Frostbiter, Scrappy Flip, and Rebuild. And then we got Morty on the hot dog. Swervin is CD Lamb. Lawman is Trevor Lawrence on the fire parallel. Congratulations to the T-Law spot. Bayou, I'm pretty certain that is Jamar Chase. Congratulations on the Jamar Chase spot, Bayou. And there's the McArmy knife. That is Christian McCaffrey. So CMC and Emmett go to 1. We're at 3 on the hit counter with the McArmy knife. I like that card. That's a cool card. We've got Hot Rod, and that's Rodney Hampton. So remember, Hampton on the hit counter was Omarion Hampton. But that's the other Hampton, Rodney Hampton, Hot Rod. And then how about a battle foil Jackson Dart on the rookie card? Congratulations to Brian on the Jackson Dart battle foil rookie dartboard. We got discard for 15, Shooter Shoot, Risky Reload, and Mustard Man. Ron is AJ Brown. Brockness is Brock Bowers. Coin Slots, I believe, is Dak Prescott on the fire parallel. There's Lamar Jackson again on the warp. Quarterstaff is Matthew Stafford. That is sweet. On the Tecmo parallel, 160 power Shadow Strike. Marty, who is Shadow Strike? Bum Baker should be his name. Rob's getting on Baker Mayfield. If you guys know any of these, if I'm not on them as well, pop in the chat if you know. Devontae Adams. So Shadow Strike is Devontae Adams. I would not have picked up on that because it doesn't look like the Rams colors all that much, but that is a sweet parallel for Devontae Adams. Congrats on the Devontae Adams spot. Comeback time, even money, polished comeback, and then Coney Carl on the hot dogs. There's another Muffin Man for Bum Baker, if you will. Slaughterhouse, that is Webster Slaughter. He's a first edition in this one. That's a very cool card, Webster Slaughter. We've got the Hands. That is Jerry Rice. Congrats to the Jerry Rice spot. Eagle Eye, that is Jalen Hurts. Congrats to the Jalen Hurts spots. Billiard is Dalton Hilliard. And we got Swervin' CD Lamb on the Fire End Zone parallel. So congrats to the CD Lamb spot. X-Ray Vision, Lucky Discord, Lucky Bounce, and Hoopy for Angel. First Leap, love this. That is Leroy Butler from the Packers on the Lambeau Leap. Congratulations to the First Leap Leroy Butler spot, first edition. There's a Joe Montana. So Montana and Brady go to 2. Chris Cross, that's Chris Carter from the Vikings on the Fire parallel. And another Jackson Dart rookie on the dartboard. Congratulations to Brian again. We got Miracle. I'm blanking on who that one is. Miracle, Marty. Yeah. Then we've got Mr. Irrelevant on the helmet parallel. Mr. Irrelevant is Brock Purdy. Second grade. Jamar Gibbs. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so that is the Jameer Gibbs spots. Thank you, Marty. Marty's on it tonight. Last minute reorg for 3 hot dogs. Discard debate roster cuts, another 3 hot dogs. And Sucker Dog on the hot dog. There's another Saquon Barkley quads. There's a Sauce Gardner hot sauce on the Fire parallel. Jack in the Box, that is JSN. Congrats to the Jackson Smith and Jigma spots. There is our first look at Cam Ward, the Warden. So we got a couple Jackson darts. Now we get a Cam Ward. So congrats to the Ward spot to Brian, and Cam Ward and Hampton go to 1. A-Bear, that is Bobby A-Bear, Saints quarterback. And then look at this. We got a battle foil of Cam Scatabo on the rookie. Congratulations to the Scatabo spot, John. Streaky, Steel Helmet, Flip, Chopper Chad. There's Hot Sauce, CJ Stroud, Shepard on the Fire. Sam Darnold. If I were him, I'd be like, what the heck, Bo? Why you doing me like that? But that is the Sam Darnold spots. There's McArmy Knife, Christian McCaffrey. So McCaffrey and Emmitt Smith go to 2 on the hit counter. And we've got a sweet retro parallel of Jackson dartboard. I was checking to make sure that wasn't numbered because you can get some numbered as well. That is awesome on the 90s retro. Congratulations, Brian. That's the 3rd Jackson dart we got. Buff or rebuff, play, rebate, Bozart. There's Brock Bowers. Riptillion, that's our first time seeing him. That is Mark Rippon. Riptillion is Mark Rippon. So him and Magic Man go to 2. There's Jamar Chase, Bayou, Bryce Young, Youngblood. Here's our first look at Matthew Golden rookie, the Golden Bullet. I think it's a cool card. His outfit is awesome in this. So congrats to the Matthew Golden spot, Matthew H. And then we got a Reggie White on the end zone. That is sweet. 130 power. Congrats to the Reggie White spot. That one's Andrew. Andrew, congrats. 3 strikes, you're out. Over, under, late game magic, and jackpot jack. We got A.J. Braun. Reindeer Hunter, that is Myles Garrett. And we got a Leroy Butler first leap on the fire. There's Lamar Jackson, the Warp. Jalen Hurts, Eagle Eye. Trevor Lawrence on a Battle Foil fire. Future Flame, Worth the Risk, Pulling the Plug, and Cheddar. And we got Darnold again, Sam Darnold. Rockhead, that is Lawrence Taylor, I believe. Congrats on the fire, Lawrence Taylor. There's a Jerry Rice. Matthew Stafford on the red parallel quarterstaff. Rich Gannon on the ice. Cannon is Rich Gannon. And then another mod, Reggie White. This is our 3rd Reggie White. And we had the ice end zone and now the fire end zone. So Andrew, how about that? Beautiful Reggie Whites on the fire and ice end zone parallels. And then we got Come On G, QB Sneak, High Fastball, and Dirty Water Dan. There's another First Leap, Leroy Butler. There's another Baker Mayfield. This one I felt like too, if I'm Marion Butts, I'm like, come on, you guys, you can do better than this, right? But Marion Butts is Buttman on the fire. He's cooking up 2 probably steak butts or something. I don't know. I feel like they really kind of pushed it on this one, but that's a nice one for the Marion Butts spots. How about another Jackson dart? So I mentioned when I saw some previous ones of this to see what to expect that there would be a few players that would get hot, and it looks like Jackson Dart is definitely one of them. There's a Cam Ward on the Warden. And I have a feeling, 1, if I don't pick things up, this is going to go much more time than I thought. And 2, I'm going to go through a lot more top loaders than I thought. But that is all okay, because hopefully you guys are having some fun with us. There's a sweet miracle, Jahmyr Gibbs. We got some more play cards. Vincent Van Doe on the hot dog for Angel. The Judkernot, that is Quinshawn Junkins. That's our first look at him. Congratulations to the Quinshawn spots. The Furnace, that is Ernest Biner on an ice. JSN. Jahmyr Gibbs on a fire. Hammer, that is Omarion Hampton. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. You know, so I'm going to say this right now. I was watching a bunch of different videos of the double megas to know what to expect. And every single breaker said, you're never going to get an auto. You're never going to get an auto. First box, we got an auto, guys. First box, we got an auto. Look at this one. It is Island Time. Who the heck is that? Island Time. That is auto out of the first box, guys. How about that? Again, it was, all I saw over and over again is don't expect any autos out of the retail. But I don't know who Island Time is. Oh, Darrell Revis Island. Hey, I figured it out now. So there we go. Ryan, thanks for the help on that. I got it in before you got me the assist, though, so I'm going to take credit for it. Darrell Revis is John. John, look at that. First box, we got an auto, guys. I don't think we're going to get 5 autos, but hey, who knows? Scrap Metal, Buffer Rebuff, Bomb Kick, Brawler. There's Devonta Smith, Devolta. Swervin' CeeDee Lamb, Brock Purdy on the fire. Jay Jets, Justin Jefferson. Switchblade, that is our first look at Travis Hunter on a rookie card. Switchblade. Congrats to the Hunter spot, John. And then we've got Filament. This is Phil Simms on a very cool parallel. Congrats to the Phil Simms spot. Hero, Ice Climber, Fairweather Fan, Hot Shot Hank on the hot dog. There's Miles Garrett, Reindeer Hunter, Debo Samuel on the Friday Fire. There's a Patrick Mahomes, Merlomes. Congratulations to the Patrick Mahomes spots. And then right behind him is the Yeti, Travis Kelce. There's Flippa Anderson. And here is a battle foil of First Leap, Leroy Butler. And we got Knowledge, Robin Play, Blind Substitution, and Brenda Bunsen. So we're 1 box in, guys. I went a little slower than I thought I would on that, but it was so much fun. We got 2 across the board on the hit counter. We're at 8. You guys have plenty of time to make the hit counter predictions on those. I'm going to get into the second box on that one. We should start going a little faster on that. So we're 1 for 1 for autos. Let's see, out of the 5 boxes, let's see how many autos we can get, if we can get another one even, right? Bison, that is Josh Allen. Congrats to the Josh Allen spot. There's another Debo Friday. Braun on the fire, A.J. Brown. Bo Nix. There's another Ashton Genty. And what I am going to do for time, guys, is we'll take care of some of these guys. Well, actually, for consistency, for the big rookies, I'm going to stay consistent and make sure that we top load them up. There's Ashton Genty. How about another Jackson Dart on the helmet ice parallel. Jackson Dart doing extremely well for Brian. Play Surge, Heads Up, Rebuff, Brawler. There's another Josh Allen. Chainsaw Fire, that is Devonna Shane. There's another Reggie White. And another Cam Scadaboo. So the rookies come in. The checklist, it's a little over 100 players, so we will expect, we should see quite a bit of doubles, but there's plenty of guys we haven't seen yet, and we're at 5 or 6 in some of these other guys. Helicopter, that is Drew Hill. There's Devolta on the ice touchdown, Devonta Smith. Some more play cards for Angel and Hotshot Hank. There's CJ Stroud, Sauce Gardner, Shepard on the fire, Sam Darnold, Swiss McArmy Knife, Christian McCaffrey. So him and Emmitt Smith go to 3, thanks to McCaffrey. Bo Nix on an ice to 125. Not numbered, but that's his power is 125. Some play cards and Brenda Bunsen again. There's a Reptilian Ice, Mark Rippon and Don Magic go to 3. There's the Brock Ness Monster, Jamar Chase, Bryce Young. Another Matthew Golden. Congrats to the Matthew Golden spot. Right behind that is a Quinshawn Junkins on a battle foil. Good guess. Frosty Times, Risky, Steamer Stan. There's Miles Garrett's on the Reindeer Hunter, Braun. Another Fire Leroy Butler, First Leap. There's Lamar Jackson, Warp. Jalen Hurts, Eagle Eye. Flippa on the battle foil. Congrats to the Flipper Anderson spots. More gameplay and Bozarts. There is Rockhead, Lawrence Taylor on the fire, Sam Darnold, Jerry Rice, Matt Stafford, Rich Cannon, and Muffin Man on the fire, Baker Mayfield. On the fire, end zone parallel. I like the end zone parallel. It's one of my favorites. Some more gameplay with Morty. There's another First Leap, Leroy Butler, Baker Mayfield, Marion Butts on the fire, and another Jackson Dart. So you got to think about it. I forget some of these spots paid for on here. But we're up to like 6 or 7 Jackson Darts now. Even at $1 or $2 a card, his spot after 5 boxes looks like it's going to take care of itself. Yeah, the hit counter is going to be a tough one on this one. But we're getting the guys. So there's Cam Warden. So congrats to the Cam Ward spot. That is going to be another one on the hit counter. So Ward and Hampton go to 3. We got the helmet parallel of the mod, Reggie White. Congrats to the Reggie White spot, Andrew. Some more gameplay, Mustard Man. There's Quinshawn Junkins on a rookie. JSN, we got Jahmyr Gibbs and the Hammer, Amarin Hampton. And that is an ice battle card, Hampton. So Hampton and Ward now take the lead. They go to 4. On the controller background parallel, it is Devon Achane. Congratulations to the Devon Achane spot. Gameplay, Coney Carl. There's CJ Stroud. There's Magic Man. So Makowski and Rippon go to 4. We're at 13. There's Reggie White and Ashton Genty Genetic. The Moose Water Slide. There's one we hadn't seen yet on a battle foil. Water Slide is Ricky Waters. So congratulations to the Ricky Waters spot. Some more gameplay. Honorable Wiggles. Sauce Gardner, Saquon Barkley. Scary Terry on the fire parallel. And another Joe Montana, Joe Cool. So Montana and Brady go to 3. Bryce Young. Devon Achane on a battle foil fire parallel. Some gameplay with King Ketchup. I love that one. Swervin, CeeDee Lamb, Trevor Lawrence on the fire, Lawman, Jamar Chase. There's CMC again, so him and Emmett go to 4. There's Rodney Hampton and Mr. Irrelevant on the ice end zone parallel, Brock Purdy. Congrats to the Brock spot. Willie B, hot dog. There's Brock Bowers, AJ Brown. Coin slots on the fire. That is Dak Prescott. Warp, Matt Stafford, and another sweet parallel. Amigo 1. Boy. It looks 80. Is that? Marty, I'm going to need you on that one. Amigo 1. 80, I'm blanking. I want to say like Irving Fryer, but I don't think he's in the checklist. But that is a cool parallel of that. That's where the auto would have come if it come. But Amigo 1, we'll figure out who that is here in a second. And that's 145 hit power, so that's a good one. Coney Carl. Uh, John, what's your issue? Can you maybe explain more what your issue or concern is in the chat? We did get an auto of Darrell Revis, and I called out Darrell Revis is John's spot. John, congratulations. So I'm not quite sure what your issue is there. There's over 100 names on the list, man, so I can't put them all on the list. When I went through it, I explained that, I put in so that most people are in there. And then I said, most of you guys have more spots. Thank you for that, but we couldn't put them all on there. So we called it out. You're good. You got the card. Congrats. Mark Jackson. There it is. So congratulations to the Mark Jackson spot. Baker Mayfield, Slaughterhouse, Webster Slaughter, Jerry Rice, Jalen Hurts, Dalton Hilliard, and Bryce Young on the touchdown fire parallel. You are getting a ton of Brocks. That is correct. And you're getting plenty of these gameplays too. There's Bozarts, First Leap. There's a Joe Montana. So Montana and Brady go to 4. We're all tied up at 4 across those. There's Chris Carter. And there's another Jackson Dart. We've got Jahmyr Gibbs. And another Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. This time it is the pink helmet. We got the silver one before. Jackpot Jack. There's Saquon Barkley. Fire Hot Sauce, Sauce Gardner. JSN, Cam Warden. So that's going to put us another one on the hit counter. Ward and Hampton are going to take a lead on the hit counter. Congrats to the Cam Ward spot. Bobby Abear. Another Devonta Smith battle foil. Some more gameplay with Chetta. Devonta Smith again. Quinchon for the Browns, although there's no team affiliation here, but we know he's the rookie for the Browns. Shadow Strike, see, that makes it more obvious that it's Devonta Adams because I can see the 17 on this one. So the Devonta Adams spot, congratulations on the fire one, Shadow Strike. Justin Jefferson and Travis Kelce. And we got Trevor Lawrence on the pixel. Congratulations to the Trevor Lawrence spot. And then Dirty Water Dan. All right, so 2 boxes in. And ironically enough, we've pretty much locked up in across the board, except for Cam Ward has come up 4 times with the one Hampton. So they're at 5, but all the other spots are at 4. So at this point, it is going to be really hard. The good news is you guys have this box before you got to figure out your hit counter predictions. So we'll see. Maybe one of these spots will take off in this one. Otherwise, it might be a tough guess through boxes 4 and 5 to figure out who's going to take it. But as you watch this box, see if you can get a handle on who you think is going to get the most cards in the break, and then what that total is going to be. So after 2 boxes, we're at 17. And remember, we've got 5 total. You'll lock it in after 3. So I would think if we're 17 after 2, we're probably going to be somewhere around like 25 after 3. I'm going to optimistically say we might still get to like 40. Especially because we have seen some players kind of take off and get more of it. So if any of these guys get active, that could jump up quickly. There are some guys in the checklist that are much more prevalent in the hobby checklist because they are autograph signatures and things like that, and they maybe don't have the base battle cards, and so that it's probably one of the reasons where maybe we're not seeing Tom Brady yet or Emmitt Smith. They are in the checklist. We definitely can pull them or pull the parallels of them, but those are also guys who are much more prevalent in the hobby checklist as well. So we'll see if those guys come out to play. Montana has been active. Christian McCaffrey has been very active. Most of our major rookies have been very active. And then Cam Ward has been probably the most active rookie, along with, Dart and Scatterboo have been out big too. But all right, so there's all of our packs for box 3. We will go through that, and then we'll revisit the hit counter one more time, and you guys will make your predictions in there. There's another Leroy Butler on the first leap, and right behind him is a Joe Montana. So Montana is going to carry Brady. He's going to say, you think you're the GOAT? I'll carry us through this break. There's a Fire Chris Carter, and it's talking about Jackson Dart being hot. He's going to continue to give us a lot of action here. Dartboard. There is Jahmyr Gibbs and Switchblade. How about the helmet pixel of Travis Hunter? Congrats to the Travis Hunter spot. That one's John as well. Bratwurst. We got Sauce Gardner on the fire, Saquon Barkley quads, JSN. How about another Cam Ward? So every time a Jackson Dart shows up, Cam Ward answers the call. And Ward and Hampton go to 6 and regain the lead in the hit counter. There's Bobby A. Bear. We have a battle foil of Hot Sauce Gardner, and that one's got, I'm going to put it in a sleeve. It's got just a little bit of a nick on the side here. So for the Sauce Gardner spot, apologies on that. Everything else has been in good shape, though. There's Shadow Strike, Devontae Adams on the ice. End zone parallel. Cristobal, Pickle Pete for Angel, and another Quinshon. What I may have to do is I may have to create a separate pile to top load these, but I think I'm going okay on pace now. Devonta Adams, there's Devonta Smith, Devonta Adams on the fire. Jefferson, Travis Kelce, and Dalton Hilliard. That's a sweet parallel on the billiard. Congratulations to the Dalton Hilliard spot. Dirty Water Dan. He's been a little bit quieter, but there's a Tet McVillan. Congrats to the Tet spot, Brian. Here's our water slide, Ricky Waters. That's kind of, I think that one's kind of fun. There's the Patrick Mahomes on the Merlones. And we got a Travis Hunter on the Switchblade. The Barreler, that's our first look at Cooper Kupp. Congrats to the Cooper Kupp spots. Another sweet parallel of Dalton Hilliard. We are getting all sorts of cool stuff from Dalton Hilliard. That is not the Fire Ice. I forget what this one's called, but that is definitely a more rare pull on the battle foil there of the green Dalton Hilliard. Grilbert, there's Deebo Samuel. Josh Allen. A.J. Brown on the fire. Bo Nix. Another Ashton Genty. Scary Terry McLaurin on the fire. Laura Lynx. We've got Devonna Chainsaw on the fire. Josh Allen. Reggie White. Scatterboo. Congrats to the cam spot again, John. He's doing very well for you. Drew Hill on the helicopter, and Jackson Dart continues to roll. That is a sweet fire end zone parallel of Jackson Dart. We got the 90s throwback parallel of him earlier. It was pretty sweet. So congrats to that one, Brian. There's Willie B, CJ Stroud, Sauce Gardner, Shepard on the fire, Sam Darnold, and CMC gets another one for the hit counter. They go to 5. We're up to 20. And look at that. There's McArmy Knife again on the helmet. Congratulations to the Christian McCaffrey spot, John. He's doing extremely well. Very prevalent in this product. They go to 6. We're at 21. Brawler. There's another Brock for Angel. Reptilian, Mark Rippin, and Mikowski go to 5. Jamar Chase, Bryce Young. There's a Matthew Golden Bullets. Debo Samuel on the battle foil. More gameplay. Sir Bunzalot. Swervin' CeeDee Lamb, Devonta Smith. Brock Purdy on the fire. J-Jets. Travis Hunter on the switchblade. And right behind Travis Hunter, we're going to rock out with another Omarion Hampton hammer on the battle foil. So congratulations to the Omarion Hampton spots. And Hampton and Ward now retake the lead by themselves at 7 on the hit counter. Some more gameplay. We got Hoopy, Debo Samuel on the fire, Myles Garrett, Patrick Mahomes, Merlomes, Travis Kelce, Flipper Anderson. And we got Shepard on the ice end zone parallel. The Shepard, I don't know why I wasn't thinking this before. That's Peyton Manning. Duh. We got Peyton Manning there on the ice end zone. Sucker Dog, Debo Samuel, McVillan. Congrats to the Tet spot. Yes, Joe Montana was a goat. That's for sure. Devonta Smith on the fire. Bo Nix. Another Scattaboo. Sauce Gardner on the fire battle foil. Chopper Chad. CJ Stroud. Magic Man Mikowski. And Rippin going to 6. And there's Reggie White. Ashton Genty. Moose. How about a Josh Allen on the end zone fire parallel? Congrats to the Josh Allen spots. Play cards. Bexy Bird Dog. Sauce Gardner. Saquon Barkley. Terry McLaurin on the fire parallel. Joe Cool. Joe Montana. Puts them at 6. Bryce Young. Lamar Jackson on the parallel. 135 power for Warp. Gameplay, Sherlock. There's CeeDee Lamb. Lawman Trevor Lawrence on the fire. Jamar Chase. There's another McArmy Knife. So CMC goes to 7. There's Rodney Hampton and Tet McVillan on a battle foil parallel. This will be the last pack of box 3. Sandy Skillett. There's another Brock Ness, Braun. Dak Prescott on the fire. Lamar Jackson. Stafford. We got Chris Carter. Frank, Baker Mayfield, Webster Slaughter on the ice, Jerry Rice, Jalen Hurts, Sam Hilliard. We got a Golden Bullets, Matthew Golden on a battle foil on the rookie. I do really like that likeness of him. And then we've got Susie Sauce surfing. All right. So we are now into what we would call the halfway point, if you will, boxes 4 and 5. I am a little behind schedule. I'll pick up the pace. I think we're okay overall, though. Let me put the hit counter up there as I get into the 2 boxes. We've got 26 right now as our total. Kind of close. I thought I said we'd get to around 25, so I was right on with that. And we've got right now CMC and Emmett at 7 and Ward and Hampton at 7. And then after that, we've got 6 Montana and Brady and Magic and Rippon. So it really is anybody's game at this point. So you guys got to make a decision, though. While I rip box 4, you guys have got to figure out which of these spots is going to end up taking the most. Is it going to be one of the ones in the lead, or is someone else going to get hot? Make that decision, lock in your prediction, and then lock in as well what you think the total of all 4 spots is going to be. Through 3 of 5 boxes, we got to 26. So that would put us, I think, right on pace to be somewhere around 40. Maybe we get hot and go above 40, but lock them in. And while you guys are banging around on eBay at some point over the next couple days, make note because we've got some fun stuff coming up this week, guys. We've got some more baseball. I'm doing a daybreak with y'all on Wednesday. We've got 2 baseball hobby, Donruss Hobby and Donruss Elite Hobby. So we're going to do that. You can get those spots. Those auctions are going to close tomorrow night, and we're going to break them starting at 10 a.m. Central. So if you guys are on the West Coast, grab a cup of coffee and join us. Heck, if you're on the East Coast, grab a cup of coffee and join us, but maybe also have some lunch as well. And then Thursday, we got Marty and Max are going to be doing the half-hour Marty party again. And we're going to be doing some basketball, including Bowman Megas. And I joke in this only to poke at him a little bit, but our guy Jesse, from many of our videos, you guys know he does such a great job. He has been getting these Bowman Megas from his local Dick's Sporting Goods, and every mega box he opens, he pulls something like number to 25 or less. So he was like, "Do you guys want me to get some?" And I said, "Yes, we do, if you're going to be that hot." So I joke with him and say that our Bowman Megas for Thursday with Marty are guaranteed to have something big in them because they came hot from Jesse. So we'll see if his hot hand holds strong on those. But we're doing some basketball on Thursday. And those auctions close Wednesday night. And then Thursday night, auctions close for a case break of 2025-26 FIFA Prism Soccer. So we're doing a full case that is 20 retail boxes. That's going to be a whole lot of cards, a lot of great value. So check those spots out. Get your spots and join me Friday for a daybreak as well of that. All right, guys, so I'm going to take a drink of water. Lock in your predictions. And here we go. There's Cooper Kupp, the barreler. Jalen Hurts on a fire. Jerry Rice. Travis Hunter on the fire parallel. A.J. Brown. We got another Josh Allen on an end zone parallel. Congrats to the Josh Allen spot. Mustard Man. Jerry Rice on the hands. Cooper Cup. Dak Prescott on the coin slot. Lamar Jackson. And we got a hammer. Omarion Hampton on the rookie card. Congrats to that. And Hampton and Ward now are going to take the lead on the hit counter. They're going to go to 8. Furnace, there's Ernest Biner on a battle foil. Coney Carl. There's another Matthew Golden. Congrats on the Matthew Golden spot. There's a Fire Travis Kelce Yeti and a Reggie White. I guess I love Reggie White, but I don't see how the mod part of Reggie White comes in. Like, I felt like he could have done so much better with Reggie White than they did. But Terry McLaurin on the ice. CeeDee Lamb. You got Devontae Adams on a Fire Battle Foil. Hoopy is another Reggie White and another Matthew Golden. So, if you guys haven't gotten your chance to get into all this all that often, if you look for future breaks of these, I guess one thing good to know is the rookies do come out to play. So the rookie spots are worth going after. A.J. Brown on an ice. A.J. Brown. Moose Daryl Johnson and Ted McMillan on the game controller background. These are super cool parallels. I like these a lot. Sucker Dog. We've got Shrouded, CJ Stroud on the Fire. Ricky Waters. There's a Joe Montana. So Montana goes to 7. Matthew Stafford on a Fire. Devonta Smith. And there's the Buttman on the end zone parallel, Marion Butts. Chopper Chad. We got Ricky Waters. How about another Red Joe Montana? They go to 8 and now have taken or tied for the lead with Ward and Hampton. There's Devon Shane on the Chainsaw Ice. Joe Burrow. Makowski on just the straight black parallel. We had all ice and stuff of him earlier. That looked different for a second. And then we had Reindeer Hunter. How about Myles Garrett on the helmet? And he's got, I like how the reindeer is Rudolph in that one with the red. That's a cool color match on there. Honestly, I haven't broken it up for this to know if they're all like that or if that's just like some sort of short print. But that's cool that he's got the Rudolph nose on there. Congrats to the Myles Garrett spot. Bird Song. There's a Brock Bowers on the Fire. Dalton Hilliard. Saquon Barkley on the Fire. And Trevor Lawrence on the ice. Myles Garrett. You got another battle foil of the Lambeau Leap, Leroy Butler. Sherlock. There's Chris Carter, Daryl Johnson, the Muffin Man Ice, Baker Mayfield. Dalton Hilliard, Devontae Adams. We got a battle foil of Ricky Waters. Jackpot Jack. Daryl Johnson, Juggernaut, Quinshawn Judkins on the ice parallel, 115 power. First Leap, Leroy Butler. Dalton Hilliard, Reindeer Hunter on the Fire, Myles Garrett. So he's got a red nose there too. I guess I just didn't notice that before. The Reptilian, Mark Rippon on the touchdown parallel. Congrats to the Mark Rippon spot, and they go to 8. There's Chetta. There's Peyton Manning. Rodney Hampton. Saquon Barkley on the Fire. Deebo Samuel, Chris Carter. Brock Bowers on the battle foil. Dirty Water Dan. Rodney Hampton. And there's a Cam Warden ice. So congrats for the Cam Ward spot, Brian. And Ward and Hampton retake the lead now up to 9. We're at 32. Slaughterhouse on the fire, Slaughterhouse on the regular, Josh Allen on the fire, and Chris Carter on the fire end zone parallel. Vincent Van Doe. There's Lawrence Taylor. Drew Hill on the fire, and McArmy Knife CMC on the ice. They go to 8. We're at 33 now. We've got the Golden Bullets, the red fire version of Matthew Golden. Peyton Manning. And here's another green Dalton Hilliard. I don't know what it is about Dalton Hilliard, but I think that's the neon they call him. But we've gotten 2 neon Dalton Hilliards. Brawler, there's Helicopter, Ashton Genty. Our rookies just keep showing up, and I don't think for anyone that has those spots, I don't think that's a problem at all. Deebo Samuel, Mark Rippon, Reptilian. They go to 9. We're at 34. CeeDee Lamb on the fire. Jamar Chase on the ice battle foil. Hotshot Hank. There's Rodney Hampton and First Leap Ice, Leroy Butler. A red fire Josh Allen. That's a Peyton Manning on Shepard on the ice. Lawrence Taylor and a Helicopter, Drew Hill. Brenda Bunsen, we got Darnold, Myles Garrett, Ahmad Gardner, Flipper Anderson, Bo Nix on the fire, and a fire battle foil of the Warden, Cam Ward. So Brian, congrats. Lots of Cam Ward to go around, and that puts them, they're the first ones at 10, and we're at 35. Steamer Stan. There's the Cannon, Rich Gannon. There's Mark Rippon again. And so Rippon and Magic go to 10. There's Ernest Biner. And it's been a little quiet on the Jackson Dart side of the house. But he comes back out with a red fire. Devontae Adams on an ice. And Friday, Deebo Samuel on the helmet parallel. And Morty is our last hot dog of box 4. So you guys can see how we're doing on the hit counter. The predictions are closed, but as we get into our last box now, I have officially picked up the pace, which is, which is a good thing. And we're at 36 on the hit counter. So a lot of you guys got around 40. I think we're on a really good pace to hit you guys with some leprechauns. Magic and Rippon and Ward and Hampton right now are in the lead, but none of those spots are very far behind. But we'll see what we get out of this last one. So as we get into the 5th pack here, or box, and I rip the packs here, what do you guys think? 4 boxes in, we've gotten a healthy dose of Bo Jackson. Do you guys like this? Do you not like Bo Jackson? What do you think of the cards? What do you think of the parallels? I think it's pretty sweet that we did get an auto out of it, even if we don't get another one. That's awesome. But also let us know in the chat too, do you like this enough? Should we consider continuing to break it? We'd have to continue to run them as like player breaks because you can't really do it for teams because so many teams aren't even represented. So we'd have to do it as player break again. But I'm not opposed to it. I've had a lot of fun with this, and especially now that I know what we're doing, we'll probably, we'd get through them a little faster, and we could probably break 2 boxes. We could break 4 boxes. We could stick with 5. I don't know if there would be a need to go many more than 5. In fact, I think probably somewhere between 2 and 4 is probably pretty good, considering if we've gotten a player at this point, we've probably gotten 4 or 5 or more of the players. But there are some guys who still haven't shown up yet that it'd be nice if they did. I think most people are accounted for. Bo Jackson, honestly, I don't know how much he comes up out of here. I would love if we pulled something Bo Jackson. I know he's got on-card autographs, Tom Brady, be nice if he showed up. Art Monk, I don't think has shown up yet. So there's a couple guys. Gronkowski hasn't shown up yet. There's a few guys that we would like to see come out before all is said and done. But otherwise, I would think somewhere between 2 and 4 would be more than enough for a break. Yeah, same 20 players. It is pretty repetitive. So like I said, we'd probably do less boxes if we did it. So here we go. Last box, guys. Let's see how we end up on the hit counter. We're gonna start out with a nice Patrick Mahomes on the fire. We'll take that. Mahomes has come out plenty, which is good, and there's a new update set that's featuring him, which will be cool. There's Rich Gannon. There's Brock Purdy on the ice. Jefferson, Bobby Hebert. You got Mr. Irrelevant again on the helmet. Brock Purdy. So the Brock Purdy spot is coming to play for this last break, or last box, I should say. Sammy Savage, excuse me. I like that one. There's another Matthew Golden. So I do think that I would think that in these mega boxes they could spread out the card action a little more than they do. That's for sure. There's Reggie White, AJ Brown on the ice parallel, AJ Brown, Moose Johnson, and we got Reptilian on the helmets. And that's going to put Rippin and Magic in the lead to 11 as we get in the late running here. We're at 37 now. Dijon Don, CJ Stroud on the fire, Ricky Waters, Joe Montana on a fire. Montana and Brady go to 9. We got Matthew Stafford on the fire, Devonta Smith, Webster Slaughter on the end zone parallel. Another quarterback we haven't seen. I don't think we saw one Phil Simms. We haven't seen Boomer Esiason yet, I don't think, or John Elway. Gavel of Justice, Turley Girl. There's Ricky Waters, Joe Montana. So Montana and Brady now are up to 10. Devonta Chain on the ice, Jamar Chase. The Magic Man, Rippin and Magic go to 12. And Reptilian on the battle foil, Rippin and Magic go to 13. And they're opening up a little lead. We're up to 41. There's Frank. Brock Bowers, excuse me, on the fire. Dalton Hilliard, Barkley, Trevor Lawrence, Myles Garrett. We got Moose on the battle foil. And Skillet. Quad, Saquon Barkley, Hilliard, Devonta Smith Ice, Devonta Smith. Helicopter and Devonta. That was a big Devonta Smith pack. Holy cow! On the fire battle foil. So out of that one pack, 4 Devonta Smith cards came out of it. That's pretty crazy. Sir Bunzalots, Jahmyr Gibbs. That's a cool fire card of him. Rich Gannon, another Patrick Mahomes on the fire. And we've got another Genetic. That's a cool fire parallel of Ashton Genty. So Spencer, congrats. Sauce Gardner and Saquon Barkley on the fire end zone parallel. Congrats to the Saquon spot. That's Lex. Grillabert. McCaffrey on the fire. So CMC, they got quiet, but they go to 9. Rippin, they go to 14. Sam Darnold. Lawrence Taylor, excuse me. Jefferson. And then Travis Kelce. Matty Matador, excuse me. Bo Nix. Flipper Anderson, an ice of Leroy Butler, and a regular of Leroy Butler, and then the Magic Man. So they go to 15, and they've opened up a huge lead late. We're up to 44. And a Magic Man battle foil. So Magic and Rippin now go to 16. They got really hot. They're up 6 on everybody else now in 45. So it looks like they're going to take it. There's Hank, Rodney Hampton. Cam Ward says, not so fast. So Cam Ward and Hampton go to 11. There's a Josh Allen and Tet McVillan. Deebo Samuel. We got the ice end zone of CeeDee Lamb. King Ketchup. Rodney Hampton. Josh Allen again. Peyton, I don't think that's Peyton Manning, actually. I'm not sure. CeeDee Lamb, Fire, and Drew Hill. Nice insert. Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden spot. This one, I like his suit on this one being green and gold. Little color match there. That's an awesome insert for Golden. There's Morty. Bryce Young on the Fire. Webster Slaughter. Jack in the Box. JSN on the red. There's Marion Butts on the ice. You can't cook steak in ice. We got Lamar Jackson on the warp. And there's Sam Darnold on the fire end zone. His walker is made of fire. That's kind of funny. Soccer Dog again. There's Slaughterhouse, JSN, Deebo Samuel on the ice, and regular Deebo. There's Bobby Abear and Marion Butts on the neon helmet. Congratulations to the Marion Butts spot. Buttman. Pickle Pete. There's Jalen Hurts on the fire. Cooper Kupp. Jerry Rice. Travis Hunter is going to come out one more time. Yeah, the hit counter, if we don't hit the number on the head, we give it to whoever's the closest there. A.J. Brown. There's Darnold on the ice battle foil. Sherlock. There's Cooper Kupp. Jerry Rice. Dak Prescott. Lamar Jackson. And the Hampton. Omarion Hampton comes up. So congrats to the Hampton spot. Ward and Hampton go to 12. And we're at 47. There's the Shepherd, which again, I think I messed up before. I do not believe that's Peyton Manning. It might be Sterling Shepard, the Giants receiver. I'm not sure, but there's for obviously reasons why I don't think it's Peyton Manning. We got Dr. Furter. Matthew Golden says, I'm not done yet. I need to give as many as I can to Matthew H. We've got the Travis Kelce Fire. One more Reggie White. One more Terry McLaurin. A CeeDee Lamb. A battle foil of Matthew Stafford. And then finally, we're going to finish off with some gameplay and Becky Birdsong. So, Angel, we didn't get a foil of any of the gameplay, but you got plenty of volume on there. And then, wow, did I top load? Maybe too much. I'm not sure. But we'll do a recap of that, as well as let's take a look at that hit counter. We end up at 47. So Matt and JCO, you guys ended up closest there, getting leprechauns. And nobody went with Mikowski and Rippin. So the first break, we gave like 20 leprechauns away. That break, we only gave 2 leprechauns away. Sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles on the hit counter. But congrats to those of you guys who managed to grab a leprechaun. And let's take a look again at our recap. So we got a Scatabo, McVillan, Hammer on the battle foil, Travis Hunter, Matthew Golden Ice, CMC on the helmet, Jackson Dart on the fire touchdown, Scatabo, Ashton Genty, Dalton Hilliard on the neon, Travis Hunter, Tet McVillan, super cool Dalton Hilliard parallel, Quinshawn Junkins, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Jackson Dart, Trevor Lawrence, Quinshawn Junkins, Cam Ward, Brock Purdy, Jackson Dart, Matthew Golden, Shepard, Hampton, Travis Hunter, Buttman on the neon, Matthew Golden on the neon, McVillan Fire, Cam Ward, the Yeti, Saquon Barkley, Ashton Genty Fire, Devontae Smith on the Fire Battle Foil, Matthew Golden, Jackson Dart, Cam Ward, Ashton Genty Ice, Dalton Hilliard on a neon again, Matthew Golden on the red, Cam Ward, Judkins, McVillan on the game controller parallel, Matthew Golden, Hampton, Josh Allen on the end zone, Travis Hunter Fire, Matthew Golden, Tet McVillan, Lamar Jackson on the that's the coin parallel, excuse me. Josh Allen on the touchdown and Ashton Genty. And we've got Amigo 1, Mark Jackson, Genty, Devonna Chain, Hampton, Judkins, Reggie White, Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Quinshawn Junkins, Matthew Golden, Cam Scattaboo, Jackson Dart, Ashton Genty, Phil Sims. The one Phil we got was Phil Sims on that one. Switchblade. We did get an autograph. Darrell Revis Island. Super cool that we got an autograph on there. That was awesome. So happy we pulled one. Hampton, Judkins, Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Reggie White on the ice end zone, Reggie White on the fire end zone, Matthew Golden. This is one of the favorite cards, I think, of the break. The Jackson Dart Retro. Scattaboo. Cam Ward. Brock Purdy again on the silver. Jackson Dart. CeeDee Lamb, fire end zone. Devontae Adams. Jackson Dart on the battle foil. Saquon Barkley, ice end zone. Genty. Lamar Jackson. Cam Scattaboo. And Tet McVillan. So we saw a lot of the same names. So it was great if you had those names and the rookies came out, which was nice. So thank you guys for indulging us in doing a little Bo Jackson. I had fun with it. It was maybe a little longer than I thought it would be, but it was pretty cool going through those. And congrats to everyone who got the hits on those. You did get lots of Matthew Goldens as well. So we're a little bit behind schedule. While I get set here for the last break, which is our Chronicles break, I will throw up and just see. I'm not going to throw up like vomit. I'm going to throw up on the thing. If anyone wants to get another $5 spin wheel. And there's our 2 Chronicles boxes. So again, for a $5 or more bid, you're getting a spin of that wheel. And fabulous prizes await. Robert's on free shipping, so he says, why not? Robert, thank you so much. Again, we'll address shipping for you with tonight because of your first win. But let's go to our spinner, and here we go. Hey, you got a Cardline Soccer mystery pack. So same thing as I've been offering everyone else. Let me know if you want me to rip or ship that. We're going to remove that from the wheel. And there's the soccer pack that you won, mystery pack. It's a good value for $5. I will rip it if you want me to. Otherwise, we'll keep it sealed and ship it up. I'll give you a second to let me know what you want to do. Rip that one? All right, you got it. All right, so Robert, here we go. The mystery packs tonight, at least from football, were great. Let's see what we get out of soccer. There's Dries Mertens. You get a lot of color if you're looking at that. Dries Mertens on the mosaic. Luca Zidane. Karim Benzema from Real Madrid. Dennis Bergkamp. I recognize that name. Maybe just from playing FIFA soccer video games, but from Arsenal. Phil Foden from England. Edin Dzeko on the red mosaic. Fabinho on the global reach. Your numbered card is Kai Havertz to 115. 30 out of 115 on an obsidian. That's pretty sweet. And we got Dejan Lubcic on the cracked ice. Nico Barella from Italy. Amar Dedic on the Wonder Kids. David Alaba on the orange Will to Win. Victor, not Wembanyama, Victor Wanyama from the prized footballer's finest. Alex Fernandez and David Ferroni. So nice soccer pack there, Robert. Thanks so much. Put those in there, and with your free shipping, you're getting that guy. I will put another spin up, and we will be getting shortly into our card line or our Chronicles 2 cello box break. You guys, let me know how much you want me to keep doing wheel, but we'll say for sure by 10:30 I'll start that one and make sure we get through that without going too much later. And then if you guys want to stick around later, we'll do some more wheels. Thanks again, Robert. Appreciate you. All right, let's get the wheel up for you. And you got another soccer pack. All right, congrats on another mystery pack. Let me know, rip or ship this one, my friend. You can rip it. All right, sounds good. All right, so let's see which soccer pack's better. We're going to start out with a field test. Let me get the spinner off there so you can see it better. We've got the field tested Jordan Morris. It's an MLS Topps Chrome card. Daniel Pereira. Got Rico Lewis on the Wonder Kids rookie card. Ivan Romero on the Merlin Hyper. Reece James is a good one there for Chelsea. Sergio Kens, rookie Prism. Kylian Mbappe, there we go. Mbappe Refractor, that's a nice hit on that one. Congrats. I'm going to go ahead and top load up Mbappe for you. John McGinn to 115 on another Obsidian. Pretty sweet. Congrats. From Aston Villa. Ethan Pinnock, rookie. Tony Cruz. Marquinhos on the black and white Ray Wave. Ezeko. Alejandro Bedoya, field tested. Liam Delap on the blue Hyper Merlin. And Charles de Ketelaere. That's a pretty good pack. Congrats, Robert. I don't know soccer values as well, but a Charles de Ketelaere, a Kylian Mbappe, and an Obsidian number to 115. Definitely some good value coming out of that one for you. Congratulations, my friend. And I'm going to go ahead and do, for now, one more wheel spin, and then we'll get on to our third break of the night, our Chronicles 2022. And Robert, looks like you're on it. Thank you so much. Let's put our spinner up there, and let's see what you get this time. It's getting, each spot's getting bigger. There are a couple boxes and all that mess. You got a perfect order. That's actually a good one. Robert, congratulations. That's another good win for you. That this kind of counts as a sealed box, I guess you call it, but the checker, that's the 3-box checker pack of perfect order. So you're getting 3 sealed Pokemon packs plus the Chikorita promo pack. So that's a good one. You're done. Hey, that was a good one to finish off on if you're done with it. But the sealed Pokemon, that's like a perfect order. I know it's not as popular, but that's like a $17 to $20 value for a $5 spin. We'll take it. Nice work on that one, Robert. All right, guys. So we move on to our third and final break, and then again, depending on how everyone's feeling when we get done with this, if we want to do some more spins, we can. But let's get into our 2022 Chronicles break. I do, yeah, well, yeah, if you hit certain bidding, they can go even higher. So that's a good hit on there. Congratulations, man. I'm super excited for you on that. As I get into box 1, we will have a hit counter for this one as well. So if you guys want to get your hands on some free stuff tonight, all you got to do is play along in the hit counter. It's free to do so. I want to thank Spencer. Oh, I'm still on the old one. So Spencer, thank you, but you're not in that break. There we go. You might be in this one. We've got John has the Cardinals, Scott the Falcons, Ravens, Bills. JR has the Panthers. James the Bears, Trevor the Bengals, Kenny the Browns, John the Cowboys, Kenny the Broncos, Colleen the Lions, Andrew has the Packers, of course, Chad the Texans, Douglas the Colts, Angel, Jaguars, and Chiefs, James the Raiders, Chad the Chargers, Trevor the Rams, Chad the Dolphins, Colleen the Vikings. Ooh, there's a nice Patrick Mahomes right there for Angel. Angel, I was just about to say when I got done saying all these names, I need to get you a little something tonight. It's been a little quiet night for you, but there's a nice Mahomes coming for you there. We've got Trevor the Rams, Chad the Dolphins, Colleen Vikings, Angel Patriots, Colleen Saints, Giants, Jets, Eagles, Kenny the Steelers, Colleen the Niners, Jeffrey D the Seahawks, Angel the Buccaneers. We've got Andrew with the Titans and Colleen with Washington. So guys, thank you so much for grabbing all the spots in this third break of the evening. Let's talk about that hit counter. If you guys want to get a shot at some leprechauns, you tell us. 4 of the rookies we're hoping to get in this checklist: Brock Purdy, Drake London, James Cook, or Sauce Gardner. There, of course, is others. There is Pickett Pickens. There is Aiden Hutchinson. I know I'm going to miss some more, but obviously I only had 4 spots. So those are the 4 I chose. Now, Sauce Gardner came out plenty in Bo Jackson, as did Brock Purdy. But this is a different checklist. So we'll see. You guys tell us which of those 4 rookies we're going to get the most of. Chronicles is a very rookie-heavy set, so I felt confident going with just individual players because I'm pretty sure these guys will show up quite a bit. So you tell us which of the 4, as well as what the total of all 4 players is going to be after the 2 boxes. If you get the player correct, you're going to get a leprechaun. If you get the total number correct, you're going to get a leprechaun, or within 1 in either direction. All right, slide Robert's loot that way. And here we go. I'm going to go probably a little bit lighter on top loading things, but don't worry, guys. We're going to get taken care of all the cards and things that need to get sleeved and top loaded for sure. Make those predictions. I'll revisit those again for you. There's a nice Justin Herbert starting us out for the Chargers. Chad, congrats. Deshaun Watson, DK Metcalf. There's Tom Brady. He didn't show up last break. He showed up this break. And Joe Burrow for the Bengals. Matt Corral. Zamir White. There's Kenny Pickett. Kenneth Walker is a good rookie for the Seahawks. Congrats to the Seahawks, Jeffrey D. Kayvon Thibodeau for the Giants. Trey McBride is a nice rookie for John and the Cardinals. There's Drake London. So there's our first entry for the hit counter. Drake London on the Chronicles base, rookie. How about a Patrick Mahomes magnitude? That is sweet, Angel. That's not the Patrick Mahomes I saw either. The one I saw was a Luminance or Photogenics. So a nice Patrick Mahomes there. There's Desmond Ridder on the Clear Vision. And Kenneth Walker on the Prism Black color match there. Congrats to the Seahawks. Jeffrey on that one. We got Nick Chubb, Donta Foreman, Justin Fields for the Bears, Kyler Murray. There's Aaron Rodgers for the Pack, J.J. Watt. Shout out to my guy Leo at Jahan Dotson, one of his favorite players. John Mechie, rookie. There's Jahan Dotson again. Chris Olave, rookie. Desmond Ridder. And how about another Kenneth Walker? So I should have put Kenneth Walker on the hit counter, huh? There we go. We've got Jalen Hurts on the magnitude. And there's our first Brock Purdy. And it's a Purdy one, Clear Vision, Brock Purdy. So congrats to the Niners by Colleen. And Purdy goes to 1. The hit counter goes to 2. There's Treylon Burks. Garrett Wilson for the Jets. Christian Watson. I think I've said this before, guys, but fun fact about this card, why it's one of my favorite cards in all of football cards is not because it's a Packer or Christian Watson, but because I am in this card. I was at this game, and I am up just above the rookie shield. I'm up there sitting next to my mother-in-law in a red coat. So that's super cool. So for the Packers, Andrew, you got a me card on there. There's Christian Watson. There's Malik Willis, Dak Prescott, and there is our second Brock Purdy. So Purdy goes to 2. There's Jalen Petre again, Damian Pierce. There's James Cook. So James Cook on the Luminance is going to go on the hit counter. I feel like James Cook is one of the most underrated running backs in the league. He doesn't get quite the call-outs as everyone else, especially playing with Josh Allen, but man, is he good. Sam Williams, there's Thornton, Tyler Algier. There is a nice Aiden Hutchinson on the clear. So Chronicles is like 80+% rookies. I should sign that card. Well, I guess if I would be happy to if Andrew would want me to, but I wouldn't want to ruin the card for him. But maybe if we get like 6 or 7 of them, which tends to happen, and Andrew, if you're in the chat, maybe I'll autograph one for you if you would want me to, but you may not want me to. There's another Malik Willis. There's Jahan Dotson, Javonte Williams, Geno Smith, Treylon Walker rookie, Damian Pierce. There's another Kenneth Walker, the third. So for the Seahawks, Jeffrey, Kenneth Walker right now is the hottest rookie we've got coming out of here. There's Rashad White, Wan'Dale Robinson. There's a very nice Trey McBride for Arizona. Justin Herbert again. David Bell on the rookie, and Kayvon Thibodeau. Romeo Doubs and Garrett Wilson on some clears for playoffs. And Jonathan Taylor on a magnitude. There's Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Hurts, Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Donald coming back to play this year, Mike White, Lamar Jackson. It's a great photo of him. Some more rookies. We got Jahan Dotson, Sam Howell, Desmond Ridder, Malik Willis, Garrett Wilson. There's another Christian Watson, George Pickens on the rookie. There's Justin Jefferson on the magnitude, Rashad White on the clear, and George Pickens on the Prism Black for the Steelers. Congrats to Kenny on that one. Christian Kirk, Andy Dalton, Tom Brady, Kenny Pickett, Kayvon Thibodeau, Tariq Woolen rookie, Traylon Walker rookie, Trayvon Walker. Sorry, I just chuckled because Marty, you're gonna have to sleeve like every card. Aiden Hutchinson. There's James Cook for the Bills. So Cook is gonna get another one on the hit counter. They go to 2. And then Kenneth Walker, man, he should have been on the hit counter. Holy cow. Brian Robinson Jr. We've got Stephon Diggs for the Bills on the magnitude and Jalen Petre, Wan'Dale Robinson. And there's another Brock Purdy on the Chronicles base. So Brock goes to 3. Brian Robinson, Kyler Murray, and Russell Wilson. Kayvon Thibodeau. How about another Kenneth Walker, the third? Seahawks doing very well so far, Jeffrey. Garrett Wilson, Treylon Burks, Drake London. So that's going to go for our hit counter. London goes to 2. We're at 7 on the hit counter. And there's another very nice Drake London. London goes to 3, tying up Brock Purdy. We're at 8. Brian Robinson, Breece Hall on the clear. Kenny Pickett on the clear. Trey McBride. Congrats, John from Arizona. J-Jets. Malcolm Rodriguez. We got George Pickens on the rookie. Algier. And there's another Drake London. So that's what I thought was going to happen, was just like it's happening with London and Kenneth Walker. I thought we'd go hot on the rookies. Desmond Ridder, Brian Robinson, Alec Pierce, Sam Williams. There's another Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy on the Luminance rookie. And he ties Drake London back up at 4. Surprisingly, we have not seen Sauce Gardner yet, which I would think that would change. Brian Robinson. We have another Drake London. This one is the Bronze Luminance Parallel. So London goes to 5. We're at 11. And Zuma. And how about another Drake London? He is taking off right now. The Playoff Momentum Clear Vision Drake London. And he goes to 6. And the Falcons is Scott J. Now there's an Aaron Rodgers for Andrew on the magnitude. And then there's that Patrick Mahomes I was talking about. The Patrick Mahomes on the photogenic. Congrats, Angel. Najee Harris, George Kittle, Tua. There's a nice Josh Allen. Breece Hall, another James Cook. So Cook goes to 3. Quay Walker, Romeo Dobbs, Tom Brady, and another Brock Purdy Chronicles. This one's a bronze parallel. So with the Chronicles, you get the bronze, the green, the pink. Kind of a little weak on those, I would say, but they're what they are. Chris Olave in the clear, Algier. And there's a beautiful score chrome Brock Purdy. That's a nice one. For the Niners, Colleen Brock Purdy is coming out strong. And he goes to 6. Tying up Drake London again. Ramondre. There's Tom Brady. How about another Drake London? London goes to 7. Justin Herbert. Jefferson, Michael Pittman. Jelani Woods, Garrett Wilson, Matt Corral, Malik Willis, Bailey Zappi. Traylon Burks on the bronze. There's Tyreek Hill on the clear. Tariq Woolen rookie. Kayvon Thibodeau rookie. And another Kenneth Walker. And there's a Sauce Gardner. So Sauce goes to 1 with the cheese head. And there's Sauce goes to 2. He's going to tear it up here at the end of this box. Yep. Kenny Pickett, Jalen Hurts, Kayvon Thibodeau, Tariq Woolen, David Ojario, Alec Pierce, Chris Olave, Brees Hall, Desmond Ritter. It is all rookies. Drake London on a clear vision. Brian Robinson, Bailey Zappi on the flex. Jared Goff. Josh Jacobs, Christian McCaffrey. We had Devin Lloyd on a rookie. Chris Olave. And how about another Brock Purdy? Congratulations, Colleen, to the Niners spots. And Brock Purdy goes to 7. Him and London are just blowing everyone else out of the water. There's Calvin Austin, rookie. There's another nice Mahomes on the Panini. Bailey Zappi, Robinson Jr., Stingley. There's Garrett Wilson on the bronze. Christian Watson on the clear, and Zamir White. And then DK Metcalf on the magnitude. And that, my friends, is box number 1. I'm going to throw the hit counter up here in a second. And you guys are going to have to lock in your predictions. So here we go. It's not easy because we got a 2-way tie. I guess it's easy from a standpoint that unless one of these other guys gets super hot, it's pretty easy to narrow down between Purdy and London. But the question is going to be which of those two is going to end up taking this. Or maybe we get hot with James Cook. Maybe he gets 7 this time. Or maybe Sauce Gardner comes out of the woodwork and we get a bunch. But you guys have to decide that while I'm ripping these packs and lock in your prediction. Which of those 4 players is going to end up having come up the most in this 2 cello box break, as well as what the total of all 4 is going to be. Something's not adding correctly because let me go check the formula on that one. It says 2 on the hit counter, unless it's covering up, but by my math, that should be 18. So let me finish getting the first half of box 2 ripped, and then I will go fix that. We are at 18, not 2, at the halfway point. So one would guess we should be in there. Yeah, Robert, I got it. I actually just called it out, so just give me a second to address it, guys. It's all good. There we go. Fixed. Easy enough. Nobody's hurt. All is well. It was correct. We're fine. We have 7-7. Lock in your predictions, Marty, when you get a chance. Close it up. Here we go, guys. Second half. Christian Watson, DK Metcalf, Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Zamir White, Kenny Pickett. There's another Kenneth Walker III for Seattle. Kayvon Thibodeau, Trey McBride, Calvin Austin. And another nice Patty Mahomes for Angel. Chris Olave, Desmond Ritter, and a sweet flux Kenneth Walker. So if he were on the hit counter, I think he would be beating the other guys. There's Donta Foreman, Justin Fields, Kyler Murray. And we got an Aaron Rodgers again. That's the same game as the Christian Watson card, by the way. J.J. Watt, Herbert. John Mechie, Jahan Dotson, Chris Olave, Desmond Ritter, Matt Corral, Romeo Dobbs, David Ojabo, Chris Olave, and then Christian McCaffrey on the magnitude. There's another me card for Watson and Andrew on the Christian Watson, Malik Willis, Dak Prescott, Nick Chubb, Jalen Petre, Damian Pierce, and we've got a James Cook rookie. So Cook goes to 4. Sam Hilliard, Thornton, Jahan Dotson, Michael Pittman. We've got A.J. Brown on the magnitude, Alec Pierce, rookie clear, and there's a Sauce Gardner on the black color match prism. That is a cool card. Congrats on the Sauce Gardner spot. And the Jets, Colleen. And so Sauce goes to 2, and we're up to 20. There's Javonte Williams, Geno Smith, Trayvon Walker, Damian Pierce. How about another Kenneth Walker? I've got him all piled up. We're gonna add how many we got of him at the end there. There's Garrett Wilson, Wandale Robinson, another Trey McBride, Justin Herbert, David Bell, and there's a Brock Purdy. He'd been a little quiet. Congrats to the Niner spot, Colleen. And Purdy, though, takes the lead at 8. Quay Walker, Amon-Ra St. Brown on the clear, Roquan Brisker, Rashad White, Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Donald, Mike White, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Sam Howell, Desmond Ritter, Malik Willis, Garrett Wilson, Christian Watson, Rashad White, Justin Jefferson, Jameson Williams for the Lions, Trevon Walker, and Breece Hall for the Jets on the legacy. Andy Dalton, Tom Brady, Kenny Pickett, Kayvon Thibodeau, Tariq Woolen. There's Jalen Hurts, Trayvon Walker, Aiden Hutchinson. There's another James Cook. So congrats to the Bills spot, Scott J. And James Cook goes to 5. Right behind that, we got another Kenneth Walker, the third to sleeve up. Jahan Dotson, and another James Cook. So James Cook is on the rise. He goes to 6. We're at 23 now. And James Cook continues with a clear. Congratulations, Scott. James Cook is heating up. And Cook goes to 7. We got David Bell and Garrett Wilson on the magnitude rookie. All right, we are down to our last half of the box. We got Brock Purdy in the lead at 8, and we are at 24. There's Garrett Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Derrick Henry again, Lamar Jackson, There is a Sauce Gardner, so he goes to 3. We got Aiden Hutchinson, Brees Hall, Zaire Smith, Damian Pierce, Malik Willis. Actually, if I remember correctly, I missed a Sauce. He's at 4. Actually, we're at 26. Danny Gray. There's Cooper Kupp. And another nice James Cook on the Clear Vision. So James Cook has marched his way from 3 to 8 in this box and shares a lead with Brock Purdy. We're at 27 on the hit counter. Oh, yeah, Robert, I got it, man. I'm on it. All right, we're good. CeeDee Lamb, Josh Allen, Tariq Woolen. So you don't have to say, like I said, I was on it. Taylor Heineke, Jonathan Taylor, Zamir White, Jalen Hurts. Sometimes I just can't keep up with every single chat because I'm actually going through the cards. So Jordan Davis, Derek Stingley, Rashad White, Ojabu, Tom Brady. There's another Sauce Gardner on the momentum. CeeDee Lamb and Chris Olave on the flux. Cordero Patterson, Baker Mayfield, Malik Willis rookie, George Pickens, Hutchinson, Jamison Williams, Trayvon Walker, Quay Walker, Christian Watson. There's another Drake London. Aiden Hutchinson, Bailey Zappi, Sky Moore, Tariq Woolen, and Kenneth Walker on the clear for the Seahawks. So Jeffrey D, the Seahawks continuing to roll for you. There's Isaiah Pacheco, another Isaiah Pacheco, Joe Burrow, Tyreek Hill, Justin Fields, Desmond Ridder, Sam Howell, Kenny Pickett, and there's another Sauce Gardner. So Sauce goes to 6, and we are working our way towards a 4-way tie. Sky Moore, Chris Olave. Nope, maybe we're not, because there's another Drake London. So London goes to 9. We're at 31. There's Pacheco again, Thornton, and a nice score chrome of Kenneth Walker III. This guy has been all over it for us tonight. And I didn't even have him on the hit counter. We have 2 Cello packs left for tonight's breaks. A.J. Brown, Baker Mayfield, Deron Bland, Quay Walker, Aiden Hutchinson, Trevon Walker, Sauce Gardner, and he goes to 7. Slow first box, but he's been wide awake in this box. There's Nakobe Dean, Damon Pierce, Wan'Dale Robinson, Joe Burrow, Brees Hall, Justin Herbert, Christian Watson, and Jahan Dotson on the clear. And we're down to a little last pack mojo, hopefully. Oh, the last card, the last pick card is going to be Brock Purdy. There's a T-Law, Desmond Ridder, Damian Pierce, Saquon Barkley, Christian Kirk, Sonny Gray, Jelani Woods, Bailey Zappi, Wan'Dale Robinson, One more Christian Watson, Jelon Walker, Justin Herbert. There's a Josh Jacobs on the Magnitude. Treylon Burks on the Clear Vision. And the last card is a good one. It is a Brock Purdy for the 49ers, Colleen. So congratulations on that one. Let's update Brock Purdy on the hit counter. So him and Drake London end up in a tie. I'll put that up for you guys. So we had 9 Brock Purdy's, 9 Drake Londons, 8 James Cooks, and 7 Sauce Gardners. So all things considered, that was a pretty good hit counter. Those guys came up well. But Purdy and London each came up 9 times. So that means Kenny, Angel, Robert, John, Ryan, and Andrew, you guys all got leprechauns for picking Purdy or London. Congrats. And then it was the Angel, you had 34, so you got a leprechaun for being one away from 33. So Angel doubled up. So congrats on that. So not top loaded, but still nice. Let's do a recap, and then we've got top load as well. We've got some Sauce, Drake London, Sauce, Hutchinson, Drake London, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, James Cook, Mahomes, Kenneth Walker, Mahomes, London, Purdy, James Cook, Drake London, Kenneth Walker, Brock Purdy, Kenneth Walker, James Cook, Hutchinson, Kenneth Walker, Hutchinson, James Cook, Walker, and Walker. And then what I top loaded, nice Brock Purdy, Kenneth Walker, Sauce Gardner, James Cook, Brock Purdy, Sauce Gardner, Kenneth Walker, Brock Purdy, Drake London, Brock Purdy, Mahomes, Drake London, Brock Purdy, Trey McBride, Drake London, Pickens, Brock Purdy, Kenneth Walker, and Patrick Mahomes. So some good stuff coming out of 2022 Chronicles. And I just wanted to count Kenneth Walker again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If Kenneth Walker would have been on the hit counter, he would have easily won that. So he was the player of the break, Kenneth Walker. Congrats, Jeffrey D, for the Seahawks on that. So that's going to wrap up our breaks for the night. We're not done with business yet, though, because we do have some stuff to give away. We've got our buyers giveaway, and what we're going to do is we're going to give away a Prestige 2023 Fat Pack, as well as 2 of the same packs we just ripped, 2022 Chronicles, for our buyers for the 3 breaks tonight. And then we're going to do a hit counter giveaway. First place is going to be a Score 2022 Fat Pack, and then a Chronicles pack for there. And then we'll also do some more spins if anyone is still interested in that. But I'm going to go to our leprechauns first. We're going to pull these guys up. Clear the lists. And I got to go to our, oops, that's not what I want to do. Chronicles buyers. Here is our signature class buyers. And then we'll go to all of our folks from the Bo Jackson, but I'm going to have to do a couple quick edits. So we've got, as much as I'd love to give a couple of you guys extra leprechauns, we'll do 1 leprechaun per buyer spot. All right, so we've got 83 of you guys in here. Again, first place is going to get the Prestige pack, second place a Chronicles pack, and third place a Chronicles pack. right, so we're gonna let's go. I'm feeling 27 seconds. We're gonna do a little bit more of an endurance race on these guys. So here we go. Good luck, guys. Kenny just had someone fall off. Can Trevor hold for 10 more seconds? No, Trevor falls off. It looks like, Matt, my guy, you're going to win it, bud. Lex tried to get there. All right, so Lex tried to get there, but Matt held him off. So, Matt, congrats, you got the Prestige pack coming. And then, Brenda, you got the Chronicles pack coming. And Lex, you've got a Chronicles pack coming your way. And now it's time for the hit counters. And we're going to go back to our list and clear that guy out. And then we're going to go up to our list. And Marty, thank you so much for compiling it all. And 24 leprechauns were earned in today's breaks. Congratulations, you guys. I'm going to add on a third pack. What am I going to add on? Let's add. I'm going to add on actually a first place prize is going to be a 2020 score pack. And then we'll do 2022 will be second and the Chronicles third. All right, so good luck. Let me get the leprechauns back on screen. Start them up. Set it for 27 seconds again, and good luck. Here we go. We got Andrew making a push down low. Got Casman and Ryan. All right, in a heavily contested race. Congratulations, Casman. You got the 2020 score pack. Andrew T, you got a 2022 score pack coming your way. And Ryan, you've got a Chronicles pack coming your way. Congrats on the wins, my friends. So congrats everyone on the gibbies. I will, if anyone is interested, I will throw up another wheel spin or two, and then we're going to call it an evening. But I will give you guys a chance if anyone is interested in one more shot at the wheel or two more shots or however many shots you want to take. So we go. We'll give it a run. Run it one more time, but I think most people are probably ready to hit the hay. We got midnight on the East Coast. All right. All right. Well, our evening does come to an end, my friend. Again, I cannot tell you guys enough how fun it is to be able to do this with you guys. We appreciate you all so much. Thank you guys for taking part in our breaks tonight. You guys continue to support the signature class, which has been going well for us. We got to get our hands on that Tecmo stuff, which was a lot of fun. So thank you guys and congrats for that. And then some Chronicles, which never fails to deliver all kinds of rookies. So it was a lot of fun. And to get to do the wheel too, pretty cool. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you for buying into the spots. Thank you guys for participating in the wheel game. We're going to continue to try and find ways to just keep things engaging. Don't forget, again, we've got auctions closing tomorrow for Wednesday. Or I'm sorry, Tuesday for Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. Tuesday night for Wednesday, Wednesday night for Thursday, Thursday night for Friday. And then I think we actually have Sunday breaks this week as well. Marty's going to rock a Sunday morning break this week. So we have a lot of breaks coming up this week. So check all those out. If you haven't yet done so, save us as a seller on eBay so that you see all those auctions and can find them and come to the shows when they're live, and play the wheel or everything else you might have. As well as if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and any other social channel that you're in. If you can find us, follow us, like, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. We sure would appreciate it. But thank you guys for another great Monday evening. I hope you guys take care of yourselves, take care of those around you, and as always, don't ever stop chasing that cardboard gold, my friends. I'll be right there with you. Until next time, until Wednesday, actually, have a good one, guys. Thank you. Thanks. End it. Bo Jackson was a bit more of a grind than I thought it was. Oh, I know. I don't like halfway through it. I was like, why am I sleeving all these ice and fires? Like they're all the same thing. And then Chronicles is just so many rookies. I'll come over there and help you. No, a bunch of codes for a Bo Jackson giveaway. Ah, the Cooper flag debut got pulled. The good news is that I was able to sell. I was able to sell all of our tops chrome before that got pulled. Because if I wouldn't have been able to sell those prices would have plummeted. So these are the big ones, right? Those were just like so many mistakes. No, it's okay. Yeah, so we got. I don't know if I told you or not, but the I won an EQL actually for the update basketball, um, for just individual hobby boxes of it, and I won the right, I guess you would call it, to buy 4 hobby boxes. They were $530 a box. And I bought them, and then we sold them yesterday for $950. Oh, wow, that's great. I know. So it's like, imagine if we actually lived in a world where we got cases of that stuff at distribution prices and could turn around and sell them for double up over time. You would hope. That's why the perception that everyone in the sports card business makes so much money. That's why, right? Like all those big ones. Oh, I know. Those guys get those. They get
spend the money, they turn around and in a couple weeks they're out, and they made, like you said, $300 to $500 a box.
Right. And, granted, they got to put up $500,000 to buy those 100 cases, but then they make $2 million
Right.
on the transaction. So, you know, and like, we get these little nibbles here and there, but they're like guaranteed that back.
Mm-hmm.
I really get that level of
I don't think we will, unless the guy's going to sell us the whole building. I don't think we can put in replace it.
no.
Did you see that? I'm not a big fan of it, but I mean, the guy made a shit ton during COVID. That's why, he's able to do it. But it's nice. Mitch's card shop in Mequon.
Yeah.
He's put his second location in.
No, I didn't see it a second.
Ready for this one?
Yeah.
In the Deer District.
Oh,
You gotta be shitting me as to how expensive that rent is.
they do their breaks. They do like 5 case breaks, type of breaks.
Yeah.
So how did he make his money during COVID?
But he was able to buy, get so much stuff, and he did breaks and did stuff, and just started going. And it was the right time. It was literally like Willy Wonka golden ticket.
Oh, I did not know they had a second location.
I don't know when it's open, but heard about it.
The good news is, for the most part, I won't really view them as competition because their store in Mequon doesn't have a lot, and it's not the type of store we're looking to open for Episcode. And they're really known for their breaks and big breaks. And I'm actually hoping in this little community area, we'll be the only hobby shop. I'm hoping that we'll have a name to testify.
People will travel. You put out a good product, a good customer service. People will come.
Well, our location will be great because, you got, unfortunately, Port Washington, shit for sports, but you got that new Chapman Basketball Academy opened up last year behind Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
And so there's basketball, pickleball, volleyball tournaments there every weekend. Their teams practicing there. And so one of the things that I want to do is maybe, I coached with Joe Chapman. I coached his kids. So I don't know him, we're not like super close, but I know him well enough that I could contact him and say, hey, can you have a sit down with me? And um, I want to do some form of advertisement, sponsorship, product placement, something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought about having, if I could buy a card vending machine,
Sure.
having a vending machine over there, but also like, there's, people go and play tournaments and they're there, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, sometimes with big gaps between games.
Right.
And what better than to take a 2-minute car ride over the card line and bang around the hobby store for an hour.
Sure.
Coop. I'm super happy that we pulled an auto out of it.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah, because it is not a lightweight ball. You got all those team bags now?
Yep.
So now with all the individual players, you had a team bag too?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a lot. You're actually like in really good shape, all things considered.
Oh, yeah.
Considering you just team bagged a player break.
Yeah, also, impulse
the national, what kind of flow did you do, or like what else did you go into any of like the battle arena or any of those type of, you can't really call them booths, can you?
No. I walked around and saw some,
Yeah.
but I'm like, no. My plan was to try to just see as many booths
Yeah.
as I could, and then I love the value one, so
Yeah.
I went to that. I mean, I wanted to see some of the higher end stuff just to see it, but I can't afford it.
Right.
So I went around. I did. I got my flow going when I hit this one guy. He's from Toronto, and I was looking at a couple of his cards, and he goes, we just started talking. I said, yeah, I'm a much better buyer than seller. He goes, you have cards to sell? I said, sure. So we look. And the thing I don't like is there's no rhyme or reason as to what people go by or swear by for prices.
Yeah.
I like to use eBay sold
Mm-hmm.
or 130 point if you can see the like accepted offer. Yeah, these guys use card ladder, this other one, blah blah. And so I don't know. So I don't necessarily like with some of their pricing, but whatever.
Yeah.
So this guy, he's looking through my stuff, and he right away wants my dual downtown of Nolan Ryan and Tom Seaver.
Yeah.
And I had a price tag of like 825 on it.
Okay.
And they're selling for right now. I mean, that was like 2 months ago when I first got it.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're selling anywhere between like 5 and 7,
Okay.
depending upon where you are. So, and then he looked and he goes, he pulled my black label Victor Robles, which I've had since 2019 because I have so many Victor Robles cards. I got Victor Robles and Juan Soto came out together. Well, he somehow had some thing. You know, I've never owned a black label, so he was really fixing that. And he goes, it's going to be really hard to find a comp. And he looked it up and he goes, was this you who bought it in 2019? How did you find that? And so he goes to Card Ladder, his Card Ladder thing. And I've had it in my case at every show I've done for like 90 bucks, 100 bucks.
Yeah.
And he said Card Ladder values it at $700.
Wow.
So he goes, I'll give you 450 for the black label and 450 so I have a little bit of meat on the downtown. Well, I paid $300 for the downtown.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So then I was like pumped after that. And so then I just went to different booths, and then it was like that sort of opened up. Like I was not afraid to talk to them, but it's just like I don't consider it confrontation, but I'm just not a good seller, like forceful. Whereas like my buddy who went there, him and his kid sold like $4,000 worth of cards.
Yeah.
Like he's a talker. He talked to the security guards. He talked to the ushers. That's what he does.
Oh, man.
And it's just easy for him.
I just I guess I've become more introverted for the last few years. But and I'm also like I've never been pushy, and like people would cut you off, and like I just I wasn't a fan of
Yeah.
that.
So I went to a lot of those booths. I was looking for the things I had on my list that I wanted to possibly buy.
Yeah.
I wanted them. Magic Johnson autograph. Doesn't need to be old. Doesn't need to be amazing.
Rob
Could be.
has them.
He does.
Yeah.
So but like I found 4 of them with him in his Michigan State Spartans uniform, and I can't stand the Spartans, so I'm like, I'm not even thinking about buying those. Then there were like 2 other ones that were on the Julius Irving, uh, Larry Bird rookie, the little free one that were autographed, all 3. I'm like, I don't want to spend $8,000. And then, so I didn't really see any other ones except there were a couple graded ones that were really expensive. So I'm like, huh, okay.
That was one of my things. It was like some dealers wouldn't even talk to you about non-graded cards, and it's like I don't have a lot of graded cards, and I'm not gonna go wait in line to pay PSA $100 to give me a 9.
Right.
You know.
So yeah, so I just went around to found a few. I knew like 4 or 5 of the dealers, so I went to them and said hi, talked to them, looked at some of their stuff. And they're just super busy.
Yeah.
Wow, good for them.
Right.
And then I found some value ones.
Yeah.
There's a Larry Bird one that I wanted to auto him, and when was that?
No. They're just base, so I ended up deciding not to steal.
That's fine.
There's so much else between sleeves.
Right. So Larry Bird was sort of the same thing. There was one guy, I showed him a comp that the card's going for like $300, and he had like $450 on it. And he goes, I don't need to sell it. I'm from the New England area. I'll just take it back there. Okay, enjoy.
I was like, the Bo Jackson, right? There's been so many things that have come in my like Facebook feed and stuff like that. Of all these people, like all the guys who have cards and then autograph them, it shows them all there live, opening packs, whatever. The day that I was there, I walked past that damn Bo Jackson arena probably 100 times. I never once saw anyone there.
Oh, when I went, they were having some huge battle.
Oh, really?
And Bo came on Saturday.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. And like it was jam packed. I'm like, I just walked around. Just didn't even stay.
Yeah, there was when I was there, there was nothing live.
And then I went to the trade night Saturday night, which that's where I'm going to sell a lot more of my cards next year as part of my thing that I found. But like,
how'd you get into the trade night? Did you buy a ticket?
So no, the pass, the media one got me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
yeah, that's where I was texting you about that card.
Oh.
But like Rob Gronkowski, somebody brought him in, and they were doing like live auctions and stuff, and then he pulled off his shoes and auctioned those off and signed them. And it was kind of cool. So then I wanted a Julius Irving rookie. I found 2 graded ones that were super expensive. I'll pass. And then there was one that was like was not an SGC. It was a great one of the other grading services.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it. Like the way it looked.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I'll make you deal $400. You're not going to get a better deal. And I'm like, I might not get a better deal, but I'm good. And then I won the Soto card. And I didn't sell enough to get. I only saw one. So that was the other interesting thing. I only saw one. I got some in the value buttons. I got some Sotos.
Yeah.
But I only saw one expensive soda, 2 expensive soda cards. the one I got, and then there was a Bowman Chrome first of his that was a refractor number to auto number to 499 that the guy wanted $9,000 for.
Wow.
And I'm like, it's not worth that much.
No.
Otherwise, I didn't see any other Sotos. The other thing I didn't see, other than the one I talked to you about, and a couple others, there were barely any Mizraski cards that I saw.
Yeah,
I saw some expensive ones, but not many. It's like people are hanging on to him.
There wasn't many, and I also I was trying for Leo to find Bryce Terang, and
I got an on card auto with him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
For like $40.
Oh, no.
Heritage. None of it was here. If he's interested, be persuaded.
All right. Ooh. Oops.